Some great stuff too, but that's better than the last time. Hello, welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep Session 2, where the party's about to get eaten by fat pyres. Do you need your whiteboard? That's all I'm just saying before you finish
shit, I forgot about that.
Today,
Erin's eyes roll very hard.
Today we are celebrating the resurrection of our Lord and Savior by worshipping dark, demonic, evil gods.
I mean,
right? That seems like a good thing for Easter.
I'm not. I actually don't have a Lord and Savior, so...
We all have a Lord and Savior. His name is Jesus Ernesto Christ.
Ernesto. Is that your middle name?
No.
I always wondered whether that was your middle name.
You'll never
Ernesto.
know.
It might be.
You should ask Nick if he has those sweeties that you found yesterday.
Sweeties.
Are they the fucking flower ones? Because those are disgusting.
What?
That flower candy you have. The violet.
Oh, no, they're Palmer violets. They're amazing.
Those are really bad.
There's something wrong with you if you don't like those.
Really
Here, eat this flower.
No, it's like, why? I could have medicine instead.
Eat this candy that tastes like a flower.
Something terribly wrong with you if you don't like those. I'm sorry. Just an uncultured colonial.
Yes, God damn it.
Just an uncultured colonial.
How's upset because the...
God damn it, I forgot to change this from D&D again.
What?
The announcement that goes out, it still says D&D.
Nice.
So that's why I need a social media manager and a bunch of technical people to help.
You should get the same person that Matt Mercer uses.
I should totally do that, but they have an entire studio. Hello, tablet!
Waking up.
So you're going to talk... So, Leah found in a gas station yesterday some Mexican candy that she liked.
It's all gone.
What was it?
It is gone.
What is it called?
I don't know.
You don't even know what it's called.
No idea. You know the little watermelons with the chili powder on the outside? Mm-hmm. Yeah, those. That was one of them. Those are delicious.
We were just she was just saying, I bet Nick grew up with those because he's Mexican.
That little plastic container with a little cap on top, and you have to push it, and all the goopy stuff comes out of the top.
Just Hal grew up eating nothing but fish and chips and eel pies.
That's right.
Right? It's like the goopy stuff with the cap. It's a little hat.
Hal was a child chimney sweep.
Everyone in England starts out that way.
I had learned about a British show called Horrible Histories.
Yes.
That apparently was incredibly
horrible,
but historically accurate.
Yes.
More so than most...
I want to say it was Roald Dahl, but I'm not 100% sure.
That is England's favorite author, Roald Dahl.
Yes.
I think not.
Absolutely. No, we are. It's totally true. If you ask him, he'll be top 10 for every British person. Because they all grew up with him.
No.
Yes, he's formative.
Suck a dick, Shakespeare!
Oh, he might be in there too. But
just attacking everyone.
I'm just saying, he's definitely formative for a lot of British kids.
Charles Dickens was a cunt. Fuck you, Roald Dahl.
Charles Dickens is mostly boring.
He is.
He's just very, very dry, and I assume it's definitely the sign of his time, and the fact that he was kind of rich, I guess. But
Charles Dickens is what happens when you pay someone to write a book by the word.
No, that's Stephen King. I read Stephen King books, and I'm just like, this could have been a novella if we just got to the plot. Tolkien rambles in the middle book, but otherwise it's not too bad.
Tolkien rambles a lot.
It's not just the middle book.
I mean, the whole middle. You could almost remove the entire middle book of the Lord of the Rings and just kind of...
Look, how else are you going to learn about these millennia of history?
I'm just saying, if I could have wrote my thesis the way Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings, I would have been done a long time ago.
No, you wouldn't. You'd still be writing it.
You could also probably make millions off of it. So.
You'd still be writing it.
I don't think so. I think it would have been much easier.
I think you'd still be writing it, dude.
I could just describe the way the numbers look.
It's like, they look like dark, pointed mountains.
It would just be like 8 looks like sideways boobs.
I don't think that Tolkien ever described anything as sideways boobs, but that's kind of funny that you might
probably should have.
Probably should have done, you're right.
I mean, what was... He added in weird stuff into his books. In The Hobbit, when there was that weird love stuff between the
it's just like
the dwarf and the elf.
Right.
That weird love story. I don't know why he wrote that. He should have left that out.
He should totally have cut that that dwarf and elf love scene out. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's bad, dude.
So what were we doing again?
I believe you... Well, why don't you tell me what you did?
Weren't we currently in the junkies room doing junkie shit?
There you go. Well, you weren't doing junkie shit. You were trying to stop him doing junkie shit.
Who?
What?
Larkin.
Oh, yeah.
Boss.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, yeah. I forgot about that.
There you go. So, as I understand it...
It's been a long week.
You went to the Archaeology Museum to talk to Doctor Sanchez.
Yeah.
With Elias, who is also called Jesse. And you were talking to Doctor Sanchez about this document that they found that they were translating about where this pyramid actually was and what this pyramid was. And his assistant was supposedly getting some things that were related to it down in the basement, and you went to find her and she had her fat sucked out. And then you went upstairs, someone had been stabbed in the corridor, Elias was helping them, and then...
apparently I'm the only one who believes that they've had their
You are
fat
currently the
sucked
only
out.
one that believes in fat pyres.
You were also the only one who... I don't know, does weird things for a living. That would explain why you believe in something
I'm from...
as crazy as this.
I am from, Maine. My character's from Maine. So he has probably seen some weird shit.
Probably
I put him in Castle Rock.
He's probably
but
seen
he's
some
traveled
weird
around,
shit.
Derry and Jerusalem's Lot and all those fun places.
Jerusalem's Lot, Salem's Lot.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, for short, it's
For
Salem's
sure.
Lot.
Salem's Lot. Is that cough concerning you?
I'm guessing you also believe in aliens.
Aliens.
Now we're gonna do this. Alien.
That's pretty terrifying, actually.
Big poofy hair talking about aliens.
That was better. That really brought it home for me.
You're welcome. I hate that guy so much.
Made some music happen for you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So, you, dealt clearly there was murders going on at the museum. You overheard through your translator, who is called...
Diego.
Very good. Diego.
Javier.
God damn it!
At least I remember that.
Racism starts early.
Jose? 1.
So bad.
If I want to be descriptive, Juanito.
I don't think he's... Is he small?
I wasn't talking about his stature.
What?
If you
No,
add,
he's quite tall.
if you add Ito
Yes.
And
to
he's
something,
It means
it means
little one.
Yeah.
That's
Juanito.
right.
So if we start calling you Nikito, that's okay.
No.
No. Is that not okay?
No.
Does that make things not okay?
Actually, well, I mean, so sometimes you would add the whole Ito, but sometimes just adding like the O to the end of it also.
Nico.
It would be Nico.
Okay.
Hi, Nico.
Oh, okay. Like Ruby cheek.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Okay, so a little tour to Mexico. We're in Peru, people. Peru.
I don't know anything about Peru, so.
It's alright. It's similar.
God damn it.
You did that on purpose. She did that on purpose.
Javier!
Stop it.
This game
Okay.
already has issues, you guys.
You guys were interviewed
Exacerbated.
and released,
That was like my second, supernatural power here, okay?
and then you decided, based on the description of the people who were
Yes.
seen wandering around in the basement, that you thought it might be the friend of Augustus Larkin, who is his aide and confidant.
His name was,
Luis de Mendoza.
That's right, it was
This should be Erin. She's got the extensive
who
notes.
was also, Luis de Mendoza was also named in the,
translated document
Yes.
that we found.
That's right. Just happens to share a name as someone in an ancient document who was described as being cursed.
Yes.
I'm just waiting for aliens. I really am. Like, in serious, in character, aliens. I'm just gonna be like, okay.
You broke
alright.
into
Boy, I'm glad you're with our party.
Mendoza's room,
Yes, it was very clean, and we found a mask.
Yes, and you found a mask under his bed. And then you unlocked Larkin's room.
Yeah, I put the mask on Larkin.
Oh yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
Too much watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Like, I'm not putting on a fucking mask. That's how you become a vampire. I seen it.
Oh, that's me.
God, y'all are all terrible at silencing your...
Yeah.
It doesn't let you silence until it pops up.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's because it's media. It's pushing a media channel that you haven't
I mean, you
silenced
could
yet.
turn the volume completely down on your phone, but
Yeah, but that doesn't do the media, though. Because I did need to turn the ringtone all the way down, and it doesn't affect the media.
Alright, I'm logged in so I can check chat. Alright,
Chitty chatty.
so you're in Larkin's room. He is sick. You found some heroin in a bottle next to his bed.
I took the heroin.
You realise that his veins are quite black. It looks like he's poisoned almost. And he has a large, circular, kind of odd-looking tattoo on his chest.
It would be nice if we had a medic.
And he smells terrible.
I mean...
Which is what... Hang on.
So,
Wonderful.
does it smell worse than your standard junkie room?
How many junkies have you known? Not personally, in character.
Oh, probably a few.
Yeah.
I feel like the question is...
Can you describe the tattoo on his chest?
Yes.
Where is the whiteboard?
for you.
Does the whiteboard still have everything on it?
I think so.
It does, but you don't need the whiteboard.
It has the drawing on it, though, that I did so
You did a
fantastically.
great job with the drawing.
I'll get the whiteboard. Where is
It
it?
looks like this. Basically looks like that.
Is it
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it in your study?
Whether I can actually see that,
I think it's
but
in his.
it looks like this. So basically it's like a stylized who knows what on his chest.
Nick's going for the whiteboard.
Oh, next after the whiteboard, that we need your easel out of your room,
Okay.
isn't he? Don't leave me. There's a dying man here. Dying.
I know. Well, you know, whiteboards are important. Especially
Really?
when people are dying.
Keep their thoughts together. So, Erin, you're stood in the junkie's room while two people dash off for a whiteboard.
Can I try and first aid? Like, just help him
First aid him. That's really
stabilize?
it's really for wounded. It's not
Not
stable.
wounded.
He's just
No.
not present. Medicine might be better, but I mean, literally, he's whacked out at this point.
Is there like smelling salts or anything around?
You might carry some with you. I mean, it is the 1920s.
I am a lady.
Right, for when you swoon.
Pop some amyl nitrates.
Oh,
Right.
where's the whiteboard?
It's behind my door in the study.
Oh, it was behind the door. I apologize. I did not check there.
It's terrible. Somebody could have shot you and you wouldn't have noticed.
I didn't know I had to go in investigative mode in your own fucking house.
Yup.
All right, then let me go back and roll for perception when I get in there.
So,
Here, I even brought you a yardstick. You have something to point with.
Yes.
You know, like the second grade teacher we all had.
We all had that one.
actually, there's one of
Dude,
the...
everyone had a second grade teacher that used the yardstick.
This is fucking
to point
thick,
with.
man.
It's an old style
Yeah.
yardstick.
Yeah, no, it's serious. It's meant to really smack some kids up.
Or not do that.
No, it's meant to. Meant to. That was the sole purpose of this.
There you go. There's your list of people and
Yes.
crazy tattoos and everything. Okay, there you go.
And Doctor Sanchez is in a coma.
Dr. Sanchez is not dead. Yes, he is very much in a coma.
Fucking professional as shit over here.
Professional
Right.
as shit. Well, it's not turned on, so it's alright for now.
So yes, Dr. Sanchez is in a coma. Trinidad died. Jesse Hughes, aka Jackson Elias. Yep.
Has a pipe.
Oh, and we found yes, he has a big golden pipe
He has a big 2-foot long piece of gold.
that has burnt skin on it, which I believe to be a fat pyre's skin.
Of course you do.
Because he can't touch
Of course
that.
you do. I think you just really like saying the word fat pyre.
I'm not gonna lie, it is wrong. I feel like my theories and my enjoy of saying it, though, should not be confused. Just because I like saying it doesn't mean that's my sole reasoning.
Fat pyre.
Alright. So. Fuck me.
Erin, we set it up just for you. You know how much you love it.
So excited.
I know, right?
I don't think Erin is a fan of my elaborate whiteboarding.
Your whiteboarding skills.
You're stating of the obvious? Yes, it is amazing.
Stating of the obvious. Ooh, our stream is far from smooth, it seems. It's a little jittery today.
Okay, so.
How?
Yes.
It's the perfect time.
Okay, fair game. I've finished this now
It's
anyway.
the Mango Con.
Oh!
Yeah.
So I guess is there a shower in his room?
No.
No.
There's not even a bath in his room.
Did we find any? We haven't found anything in here except
You
the
didn't
hair.
really look around all that much, but it's filthy in here. He
If I
is...
can use some smelling salts, I'd love to.
For you or for him?
For him.
He's in and out of consciousness to a certain degree. I think he's aware of that you're there.
Okay.
But not really. You could try and wake him like Erin is about to do.
Yeah.
So you kind of slap him around, sit him up a little bit, apply some smelling salts to his nose.
I'm applying those smelling salts right now. Cool. Smelling salts.
I assume we don't have any
I
Narcon.
assume awesome.
Sure,
Any
yeah.
Narcon?
Narcon, no, none of that. You're looking for smelling salts. That stream seems a little jittery for you. What does it say in the bottom right corner for DPS? Bottom right corner.
Don't.
It says KBS.
That's what it is, KBS.
It's going back and forth between 1092 and 961.
What else? You got frames there? You got frames?
Drop frames.
No.
No?
Is it? I'm coming back to it. We have a jittery stream. I don't love that.
Professional as shit.
No, we're dropping from 30 frames per second to 26 frames per second.
Is that bad?
It's not good. Let me quit out of that.
God, this is like the perfect way to drink this.
Oh, we just dropped to 11 frames per second there briefly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
cool.
Yeah.
That ought to fix
Mango
some of
in?
our jittery shit.
Okay, so
But it's delicious.
I guess
Find out.
we should look around the room, see if we find anything else interesting.
I think you searched this room already.
Yeah.
Did
Yes,
we?
dude. Thank you. Is it good?
I don't know. Haven't tried it yet.
Mango and evil mead. You should show
Am I showing the...
You should show Cluecam
Right.
the mead.
Well, food camp's all over there.
Yeah.
I got Necro Mango Con, which is mead. Seemed appropriate.
We definitely need a new streaming machine.
Yeah. Poor laptop.
I realised that at this point my Mac laptop, which we use for streaming, can no longer be updated. The operating system can't go to the new one.
Oh, no.
Mac has decided my laptop is too old.
Yep.
Personally, I think if I get a laptop at this point where they decide the operating system is too old, they should give me a free one for keeping it so long.
Sounds legit.
I think so. I mean,
Yeah, took really
clearly
good care
they're
of
not confident in their product, so if I can get it there, surely I deserve a prize.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so in this room, you look around, it is filthy. It is completely filthy. Larkin lies on the bed.
Can we woke him up?
Letty is waking him up. He is coming to a little bit. His eyes are very blurry. He kind of looks at you. What do you want?
Many people are dead.
What?
De Mendoza, dead. Left his mask.
The what? Dead? Who's dead?
De Mendoza. Isn't he also dead?
No, he's not dead.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
He's just
No.
not
No,
there.
he's right.
Do we have a
He's-
list of dead people up on the board yet?
He's not dead, he's
See?
undead.
What's her name again?
Solid work.
Letty, this is why we have whiteboards.
Y'all can tell him what's happened.
That was that was the best Mercedes voice that I could get. Adhere to the whiteboard, Letty. Get on board with our plan.
We're pretty sure that De Mendoza killed Trinidad and put Sanchez in a coma.
Yes, that's what you think. At least that's what you thought. That they were just like, fat pies? Question mark?
While they're talking, can I just be scrounging around the room?
Sure. Everything is kind of covered in this greasy sweat. And the whole room smells slightly of rotten meat.
We open a window?
Actually quite weird.
Yeah, you can open a window.
Not sweet at all.
Okay, yeah, let's...
Open a window.
Yes.
It's pretty nasty in here. It's almost like a death room.
Yes. I would like to open a window.
You open a window.
Do we need to roll for that?
What? No,
do I
you can
succeed
do
in
that.
opening the window?
You can do that.
Wait, so, we were going to ask him about... Who was his, buddy that we didn't like so much?
Luis de Mendoza?
Yeah, that's right. That's the guy you think is the
That is almost definitely a fat buyer?
fat fire,
Yes.
the late hundreds of years old. Okay, can we ask Larkin about him? Wait.
He has been my aide for a while. Why? What's wrong with him? Is he okay?
Where did you meet him?
He's someone I was put in contact with here when I first arrived, looking into the pyramids.
Who put you in contact with him?
Someone from the museum.
Do you remember who from the museum?
Really, I went there asking around for contacts, and they put me in touch with him as a guide of the area.
So he knows people out at the museum.
Yes. He was mentioned as one of a few guides that I could get in touch with.
Because we saw him, right? When the professor died,
We didn't see Mendoza, but people described a person very similar to him fleeing the scene.
Right, unkept hair and rigged suit. Okay.
Yes.
So the girl died,
Mm-hmm.
and then the professor also died.
No, he's in
The
a
professor
coma.
is still alive.
The professor's still alive.
He is currently comatose.
Oh, right. Oh, and that's Doctor Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kissed by the unsub, apparently.
The unsub who, yes, comatose.
Yes. The unsub has uncompare and a ragged suit.
Ooh, you need your handouts, right? Which means I need to go fetch them.
Yeah.
Slack as anything. Hashtag professional. Hashtag continuity officer.
So that is why I believe him to be a vampire.
Yes.
That y'all do not agree with.
Right. Because, given the case of a lack of a logical situation, we might as well just go with complete randomness and illogic.
Fat pies.
Right.
I mean...
Right. It makes perfect sense.
I think it does.
Okay, yeah, right.
I mean... Seen some weird shit.
I'm sure you have.
You ever seen a clown in a sewer?
It's funny.
Somehow I have managed to stay away from situations
Okay,
such as that.
These are your handouts that you have. Go. There you go.
Sewer clowns.
The worst kind of clown.
Sewer clowns.
Sewer clown.
Right. Okay. There has been a death at the museum,
Yes.
and your person that you're working with here,
Aid, companion, either word will work.
Luis, was
Your servant.
yeah, it matches the person who was seen around the crime. Do you know if there would be a reason for that?
I'm certain it wouldn't be him. I'm sure it wouldn't be.
Why? How are you so? Why are you so certain?
He's generally a good man, an honest man.
Haven't you had disagreements with Doctor Sanchez?
He is a learned man of good regard, great regard.
So why didn't you want him to come on the expedition?
I did not want to share the academic glories with him.
Is that what we're calling grave robbing these days? Academic glories?
No grave intention here, no robberies, none of that. We're just going to look at the site. Why else would I have you along?
Sacrifices.
Sacrifices. Meat for the fat pyres.
Blood for the blood god.
Do you know where he is right now, Lewis?
No. He's not in his room.
Are you sure you're healthy enough to travel? You seem quite ill.
I'll be fine. I have my medication. I'll be okay.
I don't understand why you have these black veins.
It is a little poisoning. I'm okay.
Who's been poisoning you?
I do not know. It's something I contracted when I was wandering in the hills.
Yeah, contracted it from Poppy.
Wondering what hills?
Maybe I was bitten by something.
Which hills were you wondering?
The ones around Puno.
Sounds like a great place. We should definitely go there.
He was bitten by a white horse.
Can I ask sorry that we interrupted your sleep, but I noticed you have this tattoo, this symbol here on your chest.
It is a tribal tattoo from my times in Africa.
What tribe?
I don't recall.
So you just got a tribal tattoo of a tribe you don't remember?
I spent some time with them, and they it was about 200 miles outside of Nairobi, and I got the tattoo. They gave it to me as part of a ritual.
What was the ritual?
It was like a joining the tribe ritual.
We also learned a lot the other day about the Karazira.
Superstitious nonsense.
What do you know about them?
It's superstitious nonsense. They're supposed to be some kind of vampire that roams around Peru.
If it's the one that sucks fat out of people?
That is supposed to be the...
That's how we've seen these people die lately, though.
Maybe it's someone trying to use the stories of the Karasiri as cover for their terrible, nefarious ways. Maybe.
I think we need to get this man to a hospital.
Yeah, you seem quite sick.
I'm fine. I have my medicine. I'll be okay after a little sleep.
I think maybe we should force him to a hospital.
What medicine do you have?
The bottle on the side table.
There's no bottle there.
Give me back my medicine.
There was no medicine when we came in here.
Can't take my medicine. I need it.
All right, let's get him to a hospital.
I agree.
Want to go to a hospital?
I
agree.
Oh, you have black veins. That's.
I'm fine.
At this point, we're not going to give you any choice.
You can't take me to the hospital if I don't want to go.
Yeah, actually we can. That's what
just,
rope is for.
Just refuse treatment.
You can't. You're like so fucking weak. You can barely get yourself up out of bed.
Talking to you.
AJ grabs his slapjack.
Oh, really? Does AJ grab his slapjack? Don't
Won't be able to say no when you're unconscious.
I'm sorry. He discreetly grabs his slapjack.
Oh.
He places his hand in his pocket on his slapjack.
Mm-hmm. That's just another name for a penis, isn't it?
So should we carry him there? Call an ambulance here? Do they have ambulances in 1920s Peru?
Probably not really.
All right.
You could probably grab a guy with a truck.
You mean my truck?
But the better question is, do they have hospitals in 1920s Peru?
Yes.
Erin says no, they do not. I mean, there'll be doctors around here.
Yes.
I mean, it's a city, right?
Yeah, if there's educated people.
There will be a hospital.
Yeah, there'll be a hospital.
Doctors seen borders.
Right. We can't waste time. We set off traveling. So
you might die.
That's my choice.
Yeah, no. It really isn't.
I'm sorry.
Look at it this way. Look, I would rather go and make this one final trip than die in a hospital here.
Yeah, but I would rather not put my life on the line based off you dying.
Well, what's that gonna matter? You're capable.
Yeah, and you're the person that's taking us on this expedition.
It's all arranged. The cars will take us there.
Yeah, your death is arranged.
No, the trip is arranged.
With the idea in mind that you might die. That's great.
There's always a possibility, isn't there?
That's fucking bleak.
Just smack him with your thing, would you? Just smack him on the side of the head.
Here's the problem. I'm afraid he might die if I hit him.
Well, don't hit him that hard.
Like the shock might kill him.
Yeah. Like, I'm afraid if I knock him out, he will die.
Like, he may not, be able to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try choking him out.
Just yeah. It's nice, Nick.
Or me and Diego could move him.
Javier!
Elias is with you too, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Let's get this man to a hospital.
yeah.
Do we really want to take him to a hospital?
Yeah, we really want to take him to a hospital. The dude's dying.
He says he doesn't want to go.
That's kind of beside the point when the guy's dying.
Well, I mean, he's on heroin.
Yeah, heroin doesn't do this to your body.
It's possible. I mean, if he's sick, maybe there's nothing they can do anyway. Isn't it good to let him live out his last wish?
He may not have to. He actually may not have to live out his last wish. He could have other wishes if he doesn't die. I don't understand why this is a point of contention here.
We're gonna ruin this game by taking a man to a hospital.
Oh, what do you think we should do?
I just don't think that my character would necessarily like force some older gentleman who's in charge of the expedition to go to the hospital. Like if he's refusing treatment, I'd probably respect that and let him not go to the hospital.
I'm just gonna
But
say.
I'm like 19.
Right, take that back to the 19-year-old.
Yeah.
We did not ask her.
In 1920s.
I'm concerned.
She'd just be like, yes, sir!
Yeah, I'm like, I Capitan.
I'm concerned we're gonna put our lives in this man's hands, and he might die on us. Like, he's clearly dying.
He's clearly not in very good shape, this is true. I mean, none of you being medical professionals and all, but, you know.
I don't think you need to fucking work at the Mayo Clinic to know that black veins is a bad thing. Like,
It's probably bad. You're right.
I mean, could we at least get a doctor to come here and examine you?
I don't need a doctor. Just need to finish the expedition.
You have
You
black...
can't even get up out of bed.
I'll be fine when the time comes.
No, I don't think you will. I don't think there's any just natural recovery from this.
I'll be fine. I made it to dinner, didn't I? I'll make it out to the pyramid.
Is that what you call dinner? You made it to dinner. I don't think you did.
You were there.
I
You
know.
were late.
You were an hour.
Oh, it's better being late than looking at you for that entire hour. You were fucking
God
miserable.
damn!
You were miserable.
There's no need to be contrite.
Fucking cold-blooded.
All
man.
friends here, trying to work on a
Boy, I'm so glad you used that word.
expedition.
Friends don't let other friends die, damn it!
Look,
Sometimes.
all I want is
You're
to.
a little Theon.
Hey, 19-year-old over here, just hold your opinions.
Theon had a point.
just hold to your opinions, okay? Someday you'll learn.
Just saying that maybe it would
Wait,
be,
can I ask Javier if he knows of a doctor in the area that would come?
there are several doctors nearby, but
No, but
this
you can
man
ask
doesn't seem
Diego.
to have anything I have ever seen before. I don't think
Well,
many of our doctors.
Are you a doctor, Javier?
No, but you are not either.
What? Yeah, I know. I would rather get an actual doctor's opinion on this.
Okay.
Would you mind going to get a doctor?
Yes, I will go.
Thank you.
He wanders off out of the room.
Javier got so defensive. Yes, but you are not either.
It's time to go bullshit.
Maybe because you called him Javier instead of his name. We're all gonna die while Diego watches and does nothing.
And then he's gonna bury you in graves with the wrong names.
I have been polite. I would like to point out I have been polite to Diego this entire time.
I've been paying him really well. Like, the guy actually really appreciates what I've been paying him, so he's okay.
Well, there's a certain amount of where the money goes, but then, yes, there's also a little bit of respect.
Nope.
Nope.
Just the money's fine.
Just the money is probably fine.
I don't smack
him.
him.
Personal philosophy.
I don't hit him. I don't abuse him. I don't understand this.
So
Bad with names. I have found a name that works for him. We've come to an agreement.
Had Jesse ever seen a mask like that before or anything? Because he knows about weird shit.
There's certain things I've seen in Africa before in a similar vein, but nothing quite like this one. It seems local to the place.
What about a tattoo like this? He says it's from some African tribe.
It does look African in origin from what I've seen. I've seen similar tattoos out there. It is large, though.
And he claims it. Like, could you imagine getting a tattoo with a tribe you spent lots of time with and not remembering the tribe?
Are you talking to Elias? Who are you talking to?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He is on heroin. I mean, things do get forgotten, I imagine.
True. But it's a little suspicious.
Maybe. If anyone wants to actually see if he's lying, actively lying, you can make me a psychology check.
Yeah.
Okay. See if any of
See if Elias is lying, or
to see if Larkin is lying. Seeing as everybody's like, I think he's lying, well, make me a roll and let's see if he's lying.
Oh god.
6.
Psychology's not going to go very well. It's not going to go well at all.
No?
6 against an 18.
Is that a hard success? Yes.
Yeah,
it's a hard success.
So roll a 94.
Yeah.
Check psychology if you haven't already. Nick, you think he's lying? Everyone else thinks he's not.
I think he's lying.
Well, I don't think he's not. I don't know one way or another.
Okay, fair. You don't think he's lying.
Well, no, I don't know one way or another. I mean, if he is, I don't know any better.
Nick believes he's lying, and
yes,
you
but
do not believe he's lying.
You're
As in,
like, oh, he's not lying.
Yeah, you don't think he's telling the truth, but you don't think he's lying.
That was some weird shit you just pulled right there. No,
well, there was a middle ground.
I don't have to not believe he's lying. I just
maybe he's hiding something or not revealing all the details. Just
that's more like it. That's more like
I think he's goddamn lying.
Not lying.
Well, if I follow my pattern of behavior when it comes to your character, I'm not going to believe you.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, but
that's the fucked up part.
This is what's wrong with America.
It is.
You chose an antisocial character, and then you're like, why aren't you guys friends with me?
You know what? You know
Dude!
what?
Why aren't you guys friends with me?
Just because you don't trust the noble profession of carny.
Yeah, a trickster,
actually,
a
that
person that lies in
yeah.
order to get money out of people.
That really kind of summed it up.
Can I get back on camera?
Huh?
I mean, the clues board is exciting, but...
Oh, well, I like the clues board.
I don't like the clues board.
I would love to put you back on camera, but apparently, as with everything else today, computers are not cooperating with me.
What did you do?
It is busy.
It's busy.
God.
Do we need
Okay, leave it the hell alone. Looks like I'm on the clues board for a while.
Should we draw a picture of you on the clues board so that people can see you?
Seems the stream's a bit smoother, though.
Well, it's because I haven't touched it in a while. But my presence caused it to
Happy Easter, Brother Squirrel.
Slow down.
Seems like we've got the clues board instead of me. Spin the camera around so you can look at me through the clues board camera. That's better. Hey! Hello, Clue Cam. See if that actually
I
works.
want to angle that down a little bit. Yeah, just the camera stuff. There you go. There you go.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it. So, what are you doing? You talking to Larkin still, or you're talking to Elias?
Can we wait for Javier to get back with the
It'll take a little while. Ooh, that looks
doctor?
Really weird. That looks really weird.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of fits the mood.
Think so? Sunny.
Yeah, quite like it.
Can skylight right above.
I did not do that.
What?
Switch the cameras.
What?
I never actually clicked it.
Yeah,
Did it switch again?
Yes.
You clicked it and then it spun.
No, I never actually clicked it.
You did click it.
No, I put it over it, but then
I
it
don't
started
see-
spinning, so
I
I
don't
didn't
see a
click.
camera that's switched yet.
It will.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah.
That's super creepy. So now we're back on my camera.
Bum bum bum.
All right.
The
So
mystery continues.
what we're saying is we desperately need a replacement for the streaming machine.
Oh yeah, probably.
That'll teach me to try and update it. I should have left it alone. Thank you, Apple. So nice. Hello, Brother Squirrel. So talking a lot. You're just waiting, standing in this man's room.
Well, did he pass back out? He passed back out, right?
He didn't pass back out.
No, I thought he did. Well, he was having like a side conversation. I figured that he had passed back out.
No, he's trying to sit up on the bed.
Oh.
He eventually gets into a sitting position.
Okay.
So, let's discuss Monday and when we set off. We need to be setting off very early because the trip is going to take us a while.
Uh-huh.
And then we will need to get to Puno, and then we have 4 days before we get to the pyramid. Are there any equipment you have thought you might need? I have trucks that are fully equipped, but I like that. I like chat. Players are trying to kill the game, brother, by taking the quest giver to the hospital.
How dare we?
I think we should have everything we need. I think I've prepared pretty well for this, so I think we should have a good expedition, and we will all come out of this famous and wealthy.
I think that might be overly optimistic.
I don't think so. I mean, the artifacts you've seen from that place.
No, I mean coming out at all, like all of us.
I think we'll be fine.
Don't you though? Because right now you're like on your deathbed, and you still think you're gonna be fine. So I don't really trust your opinion.
I'm not dying. Just
I'm not dead yet.
a little sick.
Just a black wound.
Everybody's British accent. That's all I'm saying.
We all know I have the best.
Don't do it. Let's go. Make it Cthulhu.
No.
So, I see we have sent for a doctor, but I do not think he'll find anything.
Why?
Well, I've seen doctors. They generally can't do anything for my condition, so...
What do they say is your condition?
They'd say it's some kind of blood poisoning.
Alright, we need to get leeches.
Get some leeches on him now.
His man needs leeches!
Come here!
Javier.
Bring those leeches!
He's busy bringing you a doctor.
Yeah, I know. While you're out there.
That is so terrible. After about 20 minutes, Diego returns to the door and knocks, and then lets himself in with the doctor. This is the doctor. He translates for the doctor.
How handsome is the doctor?
Ooh. Let's just say he had a rough paper round.
Oh no. Bummer.
He's an older
Use
gentleman.
your skills anyways. Come on.
No.
He's a short, older gentleman who is balding, but has a bit of a comb over going on.
No.
And he has a big red nose that you would clearly suspect is probably something to do
He
with
hasn't had any good attention in a while. Come on, he'll respond to you. We'll get a lot of good work out of him.
Hello? How can I help you?
Oh, right.
Translating through Diego.
No.
This guy looks like he's about to die. What's going on with him?
Nothing.
Larkin nods. He comes over and he takes out his stethoscope and starts doing his thing. While he may discuss while he is being analysed. You don't want to talk about anything.
No.
Just quietly standing in the corner watching him be... Okay.
So, I think Larkin is full of shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't trust him at all.
I mean, I have no reason to believe this, but there definitely seems to be something odd about the situation.
Really?
Look, I'm pretty good at spotting a liar.
I guess it takes one to know one, huh?
I don't lie.
A carny?
Boy, that sounded like a lie.
We don't lie, we just spin words cleverly.
Spin words cleverly.
So you tell false truths.
Well, clearly y'all don't know about the Carney Code, so...
Clearly not. Can't imagine where I would have learned about it from.
Well...
Guess I'll learn now, won't I?
Look, we take care of our own. It's the marks that gotta be concerned. We're working together.
Okay, well let's deal with the situation at hand right now.
Sound ethically superior in
Yeah.
any way
No,
to the previous, but keep going.
And considering we're not one of your own, it really doesn't help the situation at
We're
all.
working together, aren't we?
Oh, are we now one of yours? That's very sweet. I appreciate the sentiment.
That's nice. After about 15 minutes, the doctor turns around. Yes, some kind of blood poisoning. Has this been a recent event?
We're kind of new to his
body.
So when he told me he had this for a number of months, that is true then?
We don't know.
Okay. He seems to be somehow self-medicating.
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend that he not be removed from that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a bad thing in his current condition. He is weak, but he is...
He's self-medicating with heroin.
That's probably one of the options I would have prescribed him.
That heroin seems to have gone missing.
You couldn't get more heroin. Are you kidding me, dude?
Are you trying to lie to him? It's so bad. Do a deception check or whatever the hell the skill's called.
He's gonna get more heroin.
Lying skill.
Persuasion?
That might work, yes.
I'm taking your heroin for myself, and I'm gonna see if I can get some more. That'd be great.
That would be a 60 against 70.
He's rolled a 99.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's a bad thing.
Oh yeah, that is bad. Sorry.
Unless he has a skill of 100, he believes you. I should prescribe him something else then.
Okay.
You, his companions, will you fill the prescription?
Yes. What do you have that's maybe less, heroin-y?
Less heroin-y.
Yeah. No, is methadone a thing?
No.
At this point in time?
No.
No. Laudanum?
Laudanum. So diluted heroin.
Basically, yeah. I could prescribe him laudanum.
Okay.
Maybe a stronger dose if we're stepping him off of that.
It was probably a good idea.
I mean, he probably tried it before, and that's why he's on the heroin.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, he writes a prescription for laudanum and hands it to you.
Puts in
Hands
pocket.
it to you.
I will take that, thank you.
Hands it to the rich lady in the room.
Oh, because rich ladies never abuse laudanum.
One of the benefits of credit rating. Doctors trust you.
This is why I don't trust rich ladies. They're all a bunch of opium addicts.
Probably true.
I'm just like, score.
I've given you enough. He mentioned something about an expedition. I've given you enough for a little while. It should be enough to get out and back again.
Is he safe to go on an expedition?
I make no guarantees, but if he is determined, then it is my opinion that he is capable of travel. He's just not very well.
Should he be in a hospital?
I don't know what we could do for him. I mean, we could try transfusion, but that is rather barbaric at this point.
How does your next month look?
For what?
Your next month. How does your schedule look?
I am busy working at my practice. Why?
Are you?
Yes.
Do you feel like you have some free time coming up here? I will pay you very
I'm
well.
about to hire a doctor.
I will more than compensate you for your lack of clients this next month.
I am not a
Everyone's.
the outdoors.
Do you have like an understudy or something of that sort that would be willing to tag along for a rather good?
I could potentially, yes, I do. There is a young doctor that works with me.
That would be great.
He might be interested.
Okay.
Okay, I will ask him, and if he is interested, I will send him over to you. Where are you located?
Where are we located again?
Hotel España. This place.
That's where he is.
Yeah.
That's not where you are.
No, where are we located again?
Oh.
You're in like the code or something. You're in the Hotel Mori.
That's right.
Tell him
Because we were trying to figure out who the daddy was.
That's
Tell him
right.
I will make it worth his while if he were to join us on our expedition.
I will suggest it to him. He may come and speak to you. He has been wanting to wander and medicate the people of the surrounding areas.
Well,
for
his
a while.
primary task will be to keep this man
It might be wise to take a doctor. I'm not going to lie, but that doctor will not be me. He says, stretching and patting his rather rotund belly.
And I'm like, ooh, young assistant.
If he's
young assistant doctor. Cha-ching!
I'm excited about this plan.
If you were to say no, can you please let us know so we can find someone else?
I will send a message.
I would appreciate that.
Oh no, I'm here.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let him know I'm here. Some strange people in a room with an almost dead guy whacked up on heroin want to know if you want a job going out somewhere into the mountains.
So it pays well.
That pays well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Trying to hire a doctor. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, none of us are doctors. We're running into this problem very often. Let's just fucking buy it.
Let's buy the skill.
Let's buy doctoring.
Yeah.
That is one benefit of being just generally rich, is you can arrive in somewhere like this and hire additional help.
Yeah. That's pretty
This
useful.
Cthulhu is very hard if you don't have someone who has a crap ton of money.
I also slipped Javier some extra cash for going out and getting the doctor bringing here. So when he came back, I gave him some.
You mean Diego?
Oh yeah.
Diego de Ruiz is his full name.
Very good.
Yeah. Does he need a name tag?
I'm just gonna start putting name tags on people with the wrong names.
I like that. So apparently Chat would like to know if the Doctor is the NPC that Chat gets to play.
Oh, very good. Except I think he would kill everyone.
So you have a prescription for laudanum? Are you going to fulfill that prescription?
Yeah.
You're going to get Diego to get it?
That would be nice.
Diego dashes off to the pharmacy for you.
Yes, he does.
Okay. What are you doing?
Alright, so...
Larkin is sat on the bed.
Well, so
Told you.
Well, I would prefer to have some professional opinions outside of just yours. My apologies.
It's
We're all putting a lot of the line on this expedition, and I would rather have some actual help when you are not at your best.
I am always at my best.
Somehow I doubt that.
Hang on.
Cough, cough, cough. Mead? Yeah.
Have a cup. I thought you shared it out with everybody.
No, it was the first round.
It's pretty decent mead.
I
Where's my mead order, is what I'm saying.
I prefer not to pour it all in case someone doesn't like it, and then I get to finish it all.
Fuck me, my shoulders ache. So, 20,000 push-ups yesterday, that's what did it.
Yeah.
You just yoga.
I don't think it's going to help.
Totally will help.
No.
Totally helps.
No, it's like getting a tree trunk
Solves
to do
everything.
yoga.
Depression, yoga.
No.
Anxiety, yoga.
Not going to happen.
Cold, yoga.
The idea of sticking my toe in my ear isn't really filling
We need to get
It totally helps. Stick your
think
toe
so.
in your ear.
I think so.
we need to get Larkin to do some yoga. Heroin withdrawals.
That's sweet. Thank you.
Larkin, start it now. Yoga. I'll buy you an instructor. Be a personal trainer.
What a doctor. That's hilarious.
Did I actually succeed in that?
Maybe. We'll
Hey.
find out.
I think the only reason why I wouldn't succeed in that is because you decided to be a giant dick.
Aww.
We probably should have. We probably could have persuaded him to go to a hospital.
You could probably have persuaded him to go to a hospital, yes. But why would that be a thing?
It's alright, now we have a doctor. I'm okay with this.
Sweet.
I'm okay with this outcome. Okay. So, the whole point of coming here was to find out what was going on with Doctor Sanchez is now in a coma. His underling who was killed, and his suspicions about Luis in Madrid.
De Mendoza.
Oh my god, dude, your handwriting is something to behold.
That does look like Madrid from here, now you say it.
We haven't really accomplished any of these things.
Because he is lying to us incredibly.
Okay, well, how would you propose that we solve that if you really think he's lying?
I am sat here.
Oh, wait, we sat.
It's a tiny room.
Let's go ahead and step out.
You can stay now. I'll answer questions. What do you want to know? What?
At what point did you join up with the fat pyre?
Oh my god!
I don't know. What
Please
you're
pardon
talking
him.
about. It's okay.
We don't know what he's
I've
talking
seen
about
it
either.
before, delusions of mythical creatures in the wilderness. It is common out there that people believe in those things. It is understandable that someone from maybe somewhere else who is suggestible in some way to the fanciful things of life would consider that this would be an option.
I actually really appreciate that last phrase, the line of reasoning. It was very nice to hear it from someone else, for a change.
The heroin addict agrees with you, and you are like point of pride.
Alright, because my 19-year-old impressionable person won't agree with me, so fuck it. I'm gonna get support from wherever I can.
Super.
Well, you're just standing back going.
She's quiet in the corner thinking.
I'm taking notes. I'm writing my good.
It's
Oh
okay.
my god!
She's doing a sketch.
God.
Of this guy.
You really are an author.
Diego and Jackson
I'm a
believe
writer.
me.
I
I'm
know.
not doing anything.
Jackson is generally on your side, yes. Well, not with about the fat pies. He thinks it's a death cult.
Oh, I keep forgetting about Jackson. Damn it.
Yeah. I mean,
We need like a little paddle with a
I need
face
like a
on it.
bunch
that
of
you can
things
hold
that I
up.
am
Yeah.
at the moment.
Death Cult is just a step away from
Fat pie.
Fat Pyre. Like, it's just
I
a...
don't think we really have any questions for you right now. If you want to just continue to rest, we'll meet you tomorrow morning early.
Why do I get the impression that you're going to go away and talk yourselves into a frenzy of craziness?
We would
based on
never
this?
do such a thing.
What you actually hated to talk to me about was the fact that Mendoza, you suspect that he may have killed someone at the museum. Why not just say that?
You think Mendoza killed someone at the museum?
I believe I've already suggested that, and you completely avoided the topic.
I'm sorry.
You said there was no way he could have
That's
done it.
okay. I expect this from someone who's doped up on
I'm
heroin.
a little under the weather.
Of course you are.
So, what you're suggesting is that he killed someone. So, what evidence do you have?
He was seen at the crime right after a girl got killed.
Was he seen by you? Someone who knows him?
Someone that described him very, very well.
What was the
In
description?
striking detail.
What is the description?
I'll let the carny answer. He has better memory for details.
Oh.
For
A man in a similar suit.
Similar?
Yes.
Gray?
A very
Old-timey.
old-timey raggedy suit.
Uh-huh.
And a...
They use the word old-timey.
And, identical hair.
Okay, how to pick that apart a second. Identical hair?
Yep.
How would you want to
Maybe I
describe
shouldn't have
hair
been
to a
described.
point that it would be no one else's hair in the entirety of Lima?
Oh, I think you know.
Do I? He just has hair.
Yeah.
Like everyone else in
No one else in Lima has
except for
hair.
that doctor. Oh, you're right. Oh, that's right.
They're all bald.
After the 1894 Great Balding of Lima. The alopecia massacres. That's hilarious. I don't think that is a
the description was enough that it made us just a little bit suspicious.
man in an old suit with hair. Made you think it was De Mendoza.
Do you know why he would have this mask in his room? Or what this mask is?
It seems similar to the artifact, one of the ones I have. Maybe he's found it in the hills. It's similar
Where's the
to
one you have?
the cup and the necklace. It looks like the pendant.
Oh, you don't have another mask?
No, it
Would you mind
is.
putting this mask on?
I'd rather not.
God damn it, no.
We already put it on. It didn't do anything.
No, we didn't.
Do you want to put it on?
But he wasn't
Yeah.
conscious
Yeah.
at the time.
Put it on.
Okay, put it on.
You're putting it on.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm putting it on him.
No, you're putting it on you. We
Oh,
already put it
no.
on him.
Oh, you put it on yourself, man. I won't put it on.
Dude, like brain
So I-
dance operation.
Yeah.
As you see, I guess my 3D printer, my nozzle of
You
my
are very useful.
my hot end of my 3D printer is busted. Otherwise, you would have a physical representation of this mask right now.
Damn it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would-
Well, game's ruined.
I know. What? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, God.
I mean, it'll work.
A mask?
What will work?
I don't
What kind of
know.
mask?
If they're one of the 4 in my study, no one wants to see that mask.
Like, this sounds sexy.
I don't think so.
I think we're about to get a sex mask.
Oh, a goblin!
Oh, yeah.
That's not the mask I was thinking, but it will work.
What the fuck were you thinking about?
The four that are up on my thing from the old cult game we ran.
See,
no,
the
the actual
little
mask.
goblin.
The goblin
See his
mask.
little teeth.
We got this from a Mysterious Package Company.
We did.
One of the games we played through.
Alright, so she's
That's
put the mask
creepy.
on.
It's really creepy when you look directly out of the eyes.
She put the mask on.
And I put the
What
mask-
happened to her?
Did you put the mask on?
No.
Yes,
No, I
I
am
just-
holding it and looking at it.
I just synced her.
I'm not a character at that moment.
It's
Fine.
gold.
It's got gold on it.
Very
Gold-
detailed.
goldish.
It doesn't look like it has horns. It's very flat.
You know what? We're doing the best we can.
It's geometric. I'll try and print one for next session.
Why don't you get Diego to put it on?
Diego's really useful.
Apart from that, he's at the pharmacy.
Sure, he is at the pharmacy.
Jackson, what do you know about masks like this?
It looks like a standard piece of art from this area. I've seen it in museums, similar things.
You want to put it on?
No, not really. Why would I?
Me. Why wouldn't you? I don't
So
even
we
want to put
can
mask
see you
on.
in it.
Is that a thing you would like to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this one of those rich white party games?
Yes.
Then I choose not to partake.
She's a young, slender thing.
So tall.
So toss. Oh, yes, that's right. 29 feet tall. Just like hunched up in the corner like this. Incredibly tall. Also coughing blood into her handkerchief.
Yeah, not feeling so good though.
I pull
Stood in a room with a man who's basically sweating
Oh my
grease
God.
on his
This
mattress.
is like-
I
the
pull
worst spot for you.
Jackson. I pull Jackson aside. I'm like, look, man, she is really into you, and I think you should put
She
on
doesn't
the.
sleep for guys in masks.
I think you should put the mask on. It'll really turn her on.
I don't play with
I think you should put the mask
I'm
on.
not forcing him. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, come on.
You're gonna try and roll persuasion.
Yeah.
You're really messing with people. Go on.
Fuck it, I'll roll persuasion too. Why not?
See how Nick does.
Not well.
Did you fail?
I did.
I'd rather not. Honestly, it's not something I'd do. I try to write about these things rather than getting involved in these things. However, if you would want to, then I will more than happily.
Son of a bitch.
I would never do that. Persuade you back. I mean, you could easily. I mean, why are you so afraid of it? It's just a piece of gold.
Because
I mean, we could ask you the exact same question.
I told you, I keep a professional distance from this kind of thing.
I think it'll turn me into a vampire.
Oh, I see. You're believing that this is how you make vampires.
Yep.
I thought it had something to do with how they were eaten or something.
I read it in a Japanese book one
Why
time.
do you think that?
That's the general theory of most vampires, right? Some kind of bite, like a werewolf. The law is generally you get bitten by one, you become one. Isn't that the way things are with these kind of things? I don't see a mask having anything to do with it.
What about fat vampires or fat pyres?
Honestly, my knowledge of fat-eating vampires is very small, as I don't really believe they exist, but
Then how do you explain what happened to Trinidad?
it was a terrible thing. I mean, somebody clearly used some kind of
Vacuum?
terrible weapon to do
Her name
something.
was Trinidad.
Pull her.
Pull the fat out of her body like some sort of 1920s
I'm not a doctor, maybe it
liposuction.
was some kind of chemical reaction. I don't know.
Sounds like a good question for the doctor when he gets here.
You have to see the body. Just describing it, you people describing it isn't gonna help.
Let's go talk
She
to
was kind of wrinkly looking.
Let's go
Just
talk to
like,
the medical examiner.
Let's go talk to the medical examiner. A carny, an author, and a rich lady walk into the morgue.
Hello.
She can buy her way in.
How are you?
You want to go talk to a medical
You
examiner?
have kids. How old are they? Would you like them to be in a better school?
Oh my god, you're the worst kind of rich person. You're buying your way into high-class schools. That's very topical.
Let's go talk to a medical examiner.
I mean, I think we found out all we can find out here. And Mr. What's his face? What's his face? Larkin needs to definitely get some rest before we venture
Before we
anywhere.
get sacrificed to vampires.
So.
I'm okay. Do you want me to come with you? If de Mendoza is really to blame for this, then it would be terrible.
Would it be all that terrible?
I mean, he's always had a little bit of an edge of anger, but I wouldn't expect he would murder someone.
We'll see. We'll see you in the morning.
Okay. I'll be here.
I think we should...
I'm a little concerned. What if he comes back and he's angry with me?
Have a good time, bye!
I mean, do you think that he would be...
I mean, you said he murdered someone. What if he's somehow become unstable?
Do you think
But
that...
you said that he didn't have these tendencies about him at all. So why are you suddenly concerned if it's so out of character for him?
He's always been a...
You said he wouldn't hurt anyone. Was that not true?
May not have been the case necessarily. He does have a bit of a temper.
Shocking.
But he generally just points it at people who are angry at me. He's always been protective of me, but...
Like how the people at the museum were angry at you for not inviting them along.
For refusing them.
Well, I refused them for my reasons. There was no reason, but no one yelled at me or attacked me for it.
It's really hard for me not to yell accuse. I just want to yell accuse all the time.
Accuse! I'm concerned if he has slipped over some kind of mental boundary and somehow become a murderer. Well, what happens if he comes back here and you're not here?
Fuck.
Maybe you should come with us
Okay.
to the hospital.
I don't think that's...
Where we're going to check on Doctor Sanchez.
Yeah, actually I did want to go check on Dr. Sanchez.
What's wrong with Sanchez?
He's in a coma.
Dr. Sanchez was attacked
Was he
also.
attacked as... Oh,
Yes.
you never mentioned that.
Yeah,
I
we
believe
did.
we did.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, apologies, I'm on heroin.
That is the greatest fucking line ever. I apologize, I am on heroin.
It's a perfect thing for a DM to be able to...
So he's had his fat sucked out by this terrible vampire?
He was given like a weird kiss of death.
He had some really strange residue around his mouth.
This gets less and less plot. Really?
Fat
That's
residue.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It smelled, right?
It smells like rancid fat.
Yeah.
And he had
What do
rancid
you
white
suspect
wax around
that
his
was?
mouth and said...
So how was his assistant killed?
Yeah, that's right.
By having the fat sucked out of her through her chest.
I mean, that's one
What
one
did
theory.
the wound look like?
That's
I
one
like
theory.
your tattoo.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. It wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
And
I believe that actually.
what did the doctor didn't have a similar wound?
He was kissed on the mouth and had a circle. We believe that the killer was...
See his chest. Don't know.
We believe the killer was chased off.
Did the girl have a similar thing?
No,
on her?
hers was on her chest.
Was it the same size?
Yes?
No.
No?
The one on her chest was like this big,
Okay.
and his mouth just had a little bit of fat around it.
Okay. Well, I apologize. I don't feel that...
Correcting you.
I don't think my DM went into it enough.
Didn't ask. You didn't ask. Cthulhu, your onus, not mine.
Your anus, not my anus.
Right, Uranus, not mine.
I mean,
Wait,
that's about the appropriate
Ooh, speaking
size.
of Cthulhu and Uranus, I'd just like to say I have a new faction coming for Cthulhu Wars, which is cats, one of which is cats from Uranus.
Nice. Nice.
True.
I'm excited about your Batman game. That thing looks
Quite excited
intense.
about the Batman game, honestly, I'm not
I wanna
gonna
play
lie.
I'm not
it.
happy
You know,
with
I
that
was like, I wanna play
Batmobile
it.
design.
Why?
I don't
I'm
like
looking at
six-wheel
the tire,
cars.
like,
I think it's based on one of the
T-Rex,
ones from the
like,
comics,
That's hilarious. I don't know what's going on there.
It's
I'm
not
excited.
I don't feel it's a good design for a car.
6 wheels,
Yeah.
no good. Anyway.
Would you like to join us on our visit to Dr. Sanchez?
Yes, would you be willing to let me clean up a little?
That would be fine.
I'll be downstairs in a little while. If one of you could stay maybe here or in the corridor just in case. That would make me feel a lot better.
I'll stay.
I'm quite nervous of de Mendoza now. He seems to... Maybe he's gone.
Well, you sound like you have reason to be nervous of him. More reason than possibly you're telling us.
Well, maybe.
Which is fine. It's good to know.
Have you ever seen him be violent towards anyone?
You just said he had a temper.
Temper and violence are two different things.
Normally they're associated along the same lines.
Himself.
Oh, yeah. Your whole world just went, oh God, there's an earthquake!
I mean, I have a temper, but I usually don't get violent with it.
Sure.
He's been difficult recently.
What's he been doing recently that's made him so difficult?
Just, I don't know. He's very protective. He's been taking his
what
job
does that mean?
very, very seriously.
How so? Can we get some details here?
Like killing people.
Right, or just leading to that point where he's like, well, killed a couple people.
There's a famine.
Pretty protective.
There's a famine in Peru, so he's very hangry. He hasn't been getting enough fat. Because he's a fat vampire.
Funny though.
He has been getting more and more aggressive with the people around him.
How so? I mean, what's he doing to the people? Is it like he's just talking to them
he doesn't. He
mean
just
or?
He just stares like he didn't speak to you. He just glowered at you. And then I always wondered whether he was thinking terrible things, and maybe now he's taken it upon himself to...
So he's looking at people weird.
Well,
That's your opinion of aggressive.
He doesn't talk a great deal, but...
Has he always been this way? Or
It's got worse. He just very...
So how long has this been going on for?
Maybe a month or so. He's been very... He puts me in places. He puts me here. He medicates me. I stay asleep. It's been a terrible thing.
Oh, he's been medicating you.
He says it's for the best.
Is he the one that's been bringing your medication,
Yes.
supplying it?
Yes.
Is he the one that took you to the doctor originally?
Yes, but I think a doctor knew him.
Which doctor was this?
Some doctor up some alley somewhere.
Wasn't the doctor?
A back alley doctor.
I figure all doctors here are back alley.
Back alley. Well, I assume you have your regular Peruvian doctor and then a back alley Peruvian doctor. It's like a back alley Tijuana doctor. It's like even sketchier than a regular Tijuana doctor.
So you had never seen...
It's touching the table
Sorry.
as well. It's okay.
Sorry.
You probably need to move it back a touch.
I needed it.
I'll move the table away from it a touch. There you go. Now you can jiggle your leg all you want.
Yay! Jiggle.
So the doctor that just visited you right now, you've never seen this one before, right?
No, he seemed like a good man.
Okay. Did he tell you pretty much the same thing as the other doctor did?
Well, the other doctor just said, looks like blood poisoning, here's some heroin. It seemed a little strong at the time. I mean, this doctor at least seems to start on something else.
Okay.
I've never tried laudanum for this before.
Wonderful.
I mean, the heroin works.
Well, let's see if we can try something a little bit less potent.
Kind of.
So Javier is out getting you some of this new medicine.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to switch you over and see if you can't become a little more coherent.
Yeah. Yes.
What?
I don't know. Agreed. Best line. I don't know what that was referring to.
Oh, I don't remember.
I
Sorry, I don't remember.
I'm on heroin.
Should have every character I have from now on is going to have that line.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm a bit junky.
So just assume everybody has at least a laudanum, all will be set. That'll cover up most of my GMing mistakes. So.
Why is your room such a disaster?
How do you mean? I'm not really very capable. I get tired and then I get medicated. So Louise has been looking after it. He really just puts me in here and leaves me to be. Then he dresses me, which is why all my clothes are everywhere, because he doesn't know how I packed them. And then he...
Are you capable enough? I mean, you just said you'd go with us to a hospital, so you're capable enough to get up and move around.
I think I'll manage.
Okay, can you get him pack your stuff?
Who?
Pack your stuff up.
I don't know whether I could do it, but I could get the lady downstairs to do it. You could send one of her boys up to pack my things.
All right, let's do that.
Are we moving?
Yes, if you're concerned about staying here, we're gonna move you.
Oh, okay.
I'll get you a room, no problem.
I think I can get my own, but thank you. Okay, he gets dressed. It takes him about 45 minutes, and when he comes out, he is rumpled.
Does he have his stuff with him?
Rumple?
What was he doing in
He's
there?
just got a suit and he's tried to have a wash and in his little basin.
Ugh.
He's not looking the best. He looks like he's on heroin.
Is his stuff at least packed up?
No, but he
What
hasn't
happened to the kid we just called for?
He's getting ready first. He'll do that when he's out.
Huh?
His stuff will be done when he's out and then sent on.
Well, no, I called for the
Oh,
kid right then and there. Yeah.
Okay, then the kid will have packed his things.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He comes out and he's just like... the kid.
Yeah, I know. I know.
He heads off.
Smells like an anus in there.
Larkin comes out. He has a walking stick with him, a large one, and he's leaning heavily on it.
Okay, but we got all of his stuff?
Yes, it's all packed.
Okay.
His purple
Great.
stick. He's leaning.
Great. Can we possibly hire a car to drive us to the hospital?
Sure you can.
Okay, good.
Just flag someone down and get in it.
Well, I mean, I figured we could ask at the reception desk.
Just flag a car down. Any car.
Right,
Cool.
right.
It's a fat pyre!
It's like
The whole of
1920s
Lima, fat pyres.
New York City.
It's the biggest city it's the biggest secret of Lima.
So,
Fat tires and alopecia.
That's right, bald fat pyres.
Okay, I mean, you guys are okay. We're gonna go to the hospital and visit Doctor Sanchez.
yes.
Unless you have any other ideas, you can speak now.
That's good.
No, Carney dude.
I want to
What's
visit
your name
it.
even?
AJ.
AJ. Of course it is. Okay.
You know, I'm being awfully disrespected by women folk.
Feels like that's true, dude. I'm so saying. I mean, there's probably a reason for it, though, eh?
I am an upstanding citizen.
I mean, you do realize our characters are destined to not get along.
I work on Coney
Right?
Island, thank you very much.
Wait. So are we in the car? All right. Is
Yeah, it's street music has come on. You don't recognize street music?
Wait. The hotel that we're in, Larkin put us in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Because Mendoza knows.
Yeah. Can we go back to the hotel first?
Yes.
Our hotel.
Finest place with a spa.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Would you like your little doctor boy to come visit you too?
Little doctor boy.
In the spa.
In the spa.
Jesus, man. Okay, so can we head back to the hotel first?
Yes.
All right.
You're at the hotel.
Okay, great. Like magic. I just always expect something to happen whenever we travel. All right. First off, I want to go check.
She has to roll for random encounters.
You good? No fat pies attack you.
Bugbear. What? 3 bugbears.
That's right.
I want to go check the
Draco Lich.
the safe.
Okay.
Just make sure everything's all right.
Things fine.
Things are fine. Go check my room.
It's okay.
Okay, nothing's triggered my trap.
Woohoo!
No.
I'm just fucking with you.
Nothing has moved in your
flour
room.
on the floor.
Right?
Yeah.
Man trap in the middle. There's a fat pyre caught in your man trap.
You mean y'all aren't putting like a...
Well, holy shit, AJ! You're right!
Y'all aren't
There's a fat pyre!
Y'all aren't putting a strand of hair across your door to see if anyone gets in?
I have a visitor.
I see that.
Hey, Prudence.
Where's,
Hotel. There's kind of cleaning.
where's the wheeze? Where's the wheeze?
Here. He's sound asleep behind him.
Oh.
Oh, no, he's not. He's wide awake behind me.
Okay,
You heard Prudence whine.
can we go down to the reception and find out if there's another room that's available?
Yes.
Okay, I would like for them to keep this quiet though, so if anyone were to ask...
Oh, at our hotel? We are
Yeah,
staying
at our
at our
hotel.
place? We're not going to go find a different hotel?
Well, I mean, nothing's bothered it yet. I mean, Luis has kind of been wandering around this whole time. But, you guys want to move hotels?
Well, that's what you were saying.
Well, I just
Maybe
wanted to
that's
check
what I
everything
said.
and see if anything had been bothered with yet.
Oh, okay. I mean, he's still planning on going to the expedition with us tomorrow, so it's like avoiding him doesn't really do too much because we're going to see him tomorrow.
True. Which is why I don't think moving hotels is going to be all that big of a thing for one night. If he was going to do anything, what's the point of setting up all of this stuff for the expedition unless he actually really wanted to go on it? I don't think he's going to bother any of our stuff if he hasn't yet.
Okay.
Right. But I do want to put Larkin in another room.
At your hotel?
Sure, why not?
You guys are staying at your hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, you book a room for Larkin in your hotel, you put his things in the room, and he's ready. He's leaning on his cane, his staff.
We're going to go see the doctor then.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Sanchez.
Dr. Sanchez.
Okay, we're heading to the hospital.
Wait, I stop by the safe and I grab a couple more guns.
Okay, how many guns do you have with you right now?
I don't know how many guns
She
did I
had
have.
7, she now has 14.
14 guns, yeah. I mean, what guns are you taking with you out onto the streets of Lima?
Wait, where's my truck parked at?
One little pinky gun.
I don't know where your truck's parked.
Well,
Somewhere
pinky.
nearby, probably.
Wait, where would I have parked my truck in this hotel?
I'm
From
assuming
the
it's
last
in
time.
the street near the hotel.
Okay, can we
Didn't you actually?
I want
just
to load up
bought
some of
a
my
gun to
my
carry the
more
truck around?
valuable stuff like my ammo, my weapons, some of my packs with my gear and stuff. I want to put that in the truck, and we're not gonna take the hire car. We're just gonna take my.
I like this is still the prologue of the game.
Does this worry you? Are you stressed out already? Nick's just like, this vampires, and it's just a prologue.
Oh god.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yep.
You go, head to the
Just
hospital.
plans.
You're driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you kidding? I got this shit.
Everybody's in her truck, and she's driving.
I love it.
You're actually very good at driving, aren't you?
I'm very good at driving. It's like my highest skill.
Except for credit rating.
Or one of them. Yeah, credit rating does beat it out. Yeah, it's one of my highest skills.
So she's rich and likes to drive.
My other skill is dodging.
That's a helpful skill.
Because they do not specify, I'm going to assume I can also dodge through traffic and around objects in my vehicle because my driving's so good.
That's not what dodging's for, but that's okay.
Why not?
It's been avoiding getting slapped in the face with a slapjack.
Alright.
Okay.
Would he have died had I slapjacked him?
Probably not. Probably not. I'm not gonna say no. Probably not.
I'd roll like a critical hit for
Then you might have killed
slapjack.
him. Yes, he might not have been happy with you though. You head to the hospital.
Okay.
You pull up at the hospital and park the truck nearby. The hospital is reasonably clean. Do I have a audio thing for the hospital? Let's do this one.
Beep 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 beep.
You enter the hospital. There is a reception desk ahead of you.
We are looking for Dr. Sanchez.
I'm guessing you're speaking through Diego.
Yes.
Yes, he is on the third floor, in ward number 9.
Oh, wait, Diego got back with the medicine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Assumed he'd find you eventually. It took 45 minutes for.
Yeah.
So, number 9, third floor.
Alright.
Take stairs over there.
We go see Dr. Sanchez.
You climb the stairs.
Where did I park my truck?
Somewhere in the street outside the hospital.
Was there not a more secure spot to park it?
No, it's a street.
It's a hospital.
Yes, there's a bat cave, 0.25 miles.
Is there though? Can I throw money at it?
You do seem to want to throw money at things.
It
You have to be careful not to make.
superpower.
You have to be careful not to make too many extravagant
Oh,
purchases.
come on. I'm mostly joking about it. The only
I
thing
know
I've
you
thrown
are.
money at so far is Diego, which has really been
Useful.
And the doctor.
Yeah, he's been very useful. And getting a doctor. I think that's fine.
And a safe.
Presto, Jeff sounds muted. Let's wave at him.
Hello.
His sound is muted.
An attempted
Can't see
campaign
it.
What? What?
An attempted campaign. They're saying you're attempting to derail the campaign by
Forcing him to a hospital.
trying to take him to a hospital.
I mean, I wasn't throwing money at that. I was having him throw an object at him.
It takes about 5 minutes for Larkin to get up to the 3rd floor up the stairs.
Okay.
He's quite slow climbing the stairs.
Right.
He's exhausted easily.
This building is clearly not
Well-
made to ADA code.
Clearly not.
Wait. So I assume when we got this prescription from the doctor, it came with
A syringe.
dosing amounts and how often you need it.
You
Well,
don't.
it came with a Happy Meal toy. I'm real upset.
Yes, it came with a little cup that you can drink it in.
Okay. And Larkin is has he had his medicine
He's had his heroin.
Not
when
recently.
When was the last time he had his medicine?
He just had it. He was fucking out when we met him, right? So he's had a dose today.
Did he?
He's had a dose at some point in the past, yes.
Well, that's the point. I mean...
I'm going to give him a little sip of laudanum, see if that peps him up.
Well, he's here. I thought he wanted to check on Doctor Sanchez as well, too. Okay. Why are you trying to get him...
I'm just...
Just trying to make him more physically able.
I'm trying to get him so he doesn't, completely pass out on us.
He eventually gets to the third floor and wanders along the corridor.
Yeah. Okay. So really, we got what we wanted here.
He is in the hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe you should let him collapse. Trip him accidentally.
He falls down the stairs and is dead. Game over.
Cthulhu's not that simple. There's like whole charts of what happens if people vanish or die or you do one thing or the other thing. Don't worry, I got you covered.
What happens if I just...
This isn't D&D where it goes from A to B to C. This is Cthulhu where it goes from A to Epsilon to some other alien kind of number.
So nothing will happen. Yeah. So it'll still be okay if I just shoot Mendoza when I see him next.
Sure. You might get arrested for shooting people, but yes, sure.
It's okay. I know someone who can bail me out.
Maybe. Yes, but would I?
Yes.
So
you don't trust him either.
You find Sanchez. He's in a ward with 3 other people. In bed. He is still completely unconscious.
Can we talk to the doctor?
After 5 or 10 minutes, the doctor comes by. You ask a nurse, and she goes and fetches him. Are you family?
We're friends.
Okay.
We were there when this happened.
Okay. I've been given very little information. Well, what actually happened to him? All I know is there's a body that has no relation to this, apparently, and then I have no idea what's going on.
Well, there's a body, but she was his... Was it understudy or something?
Assistant,
yeah.
But I heard there was an attack, but that doesn't explain this. There is no head trauma. There is nothing.
What is wrong with him?
He is in a coma.
That's it?
As far as I can tell, yes. His body is hot and reacting strangely, but otherwise I wouldn't know.
Did you see the substance around his mouth?
No. He was cleaned by the nurses before I treated him. What substance? Was he poisoned? This would make a...
There was a rancid, waxy, fat-like substance around his mouth.
That is interesting. If it is poisoning, then we are treating him in a very, very... We need to treat him for other things.
What was it? When he died, or when he died, right before he went to his coma, he said that someone had kissed him?
I do not know what that would be. Maybe... I do not know.
Yeah, are there any local tales about people doing this? Maybe
kissing people? There are lots of tales.
Well, no, I mean,
yeah.
With this type of result, I mean, with someone passing out.
Not that I know of. No, it is a strange one. But if you think it is poison, then I will have to treat him for that.
What do you know about fat vampires?
Oh dear God! Here we go again. Just don't listen to him.
Fat pyres.
There is a legend of the Carnival. My grandmother in the mountains believes it.
We're not visiting his grandmother in the mountains.
We might. What do you know about them?
She used to say that they wander lonely through the mountains and attack travelers.
Kind of a long way off from that, aren't we?
They have some kind of sucker-like mouth that drains the fat from you.
Mm-hmm. And how does one become a fat pyre?
Oh my God!
I honestly would not know.
You know why? It's not a thing. No one becomes this.
My grandmother has something about it's similar to vampires from other cultures, I suppose. There is some kind of bite or kiss or something that would transfer the essence of the vampire.
Jesus.
I like Nick's board. Becoming fat pyre.
Oh, no.
Question mark.
Hey, you moved my cam.
I did. That's so hilarious.
I'm just putting that out there.
Jesus Christ.
That's why there's a question mark.
Yes, this is the extra Peru prologue. We're not in New York yet. This is Peru, 4 years before the New York start. Chat. Thank you. This is
That question mark is my doubt.
this version.
Extreme doubt.
I'm not saying that he is either.
That's really great. I'm so glad you finally at least admitted that part.
I'm not saying that he is becoming a vampire. I'm just saying they don't know what's going on with him. He's just in a coma. His body's running really hot and everything.
Yes.
Like there's an infection.
Yeah, actually, I would take infection as a better explanation than becoming a vampire. What, is that the word you're using?
I mean, the two aren't mutually exclusive.
I'm pretty sure they are, considering one's in the realm of possibility and the other one is not. Don't look at me like that.
You know, you rich ladies have all your seances all the time.
Yes, that's how we get rich, and that's how we stay rich. Seances.
Erin's quiet today. She's just letting you guys ramble on about
Pretty
vampires.
She's taking notes in the corner. I love these lines. They're really great.
And what about Trinidad, his assistant? What?
She is dead. She had a hole ripped out of her chest. Somehow she was emaciated. I don't understand how.
Time to get a steak and some garlic sauce, just to be sure.
Garlic sauce. I like that. Just douse that steak in
No.
garlic sauce. That's right. Steak with garlic sauce.
I can't, I'm vegan.
Actually, he did spell steak S-T-E-A-K.
Oh, an actual steak.
So, yeah, I mean, that would, no. I'll go with that one. That would make some great steak.
Steak with tofuku or whatever it's called.
Tofurkey?
Yeah, that. That's such a terrible word. Somebody in marketing invented that, Erin. The idea of tofurkey.
Someone, like, some product developer was like, I can make...
Oh, what you're saying is it's product
like
development
turkey.
and not marketing.
And then all of a sudden marketing was like, there's a great pun here.
Tofurkey.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
But my marketing was responsible. We create nothing.
Oh, you just market everything.
Yes.
I've got an idea, and marketing goes, it's
We
great.
can help you.
Regardless of whether it's great
no
or
matter
not.
what, it's always the answer is yes.
I can never be that upset about portmanteaus. Like,
Really?
I love them.
It's a good one, you're right. So.
Okay. Yeah. So does Larkin have anything to add here? I mean, he came with.
He stood over by Sanchez.
And then plunges a knife in him to get his
Put
revenge.
his hand on his forehead.
You ever seen anything like this, Larkin?
I cannot say I do. I am sorry to see that he is a
Yeah, don't say was.
great.
What do you mean by was?
In the field. I have never seen anything like this before. He looks sick. He's hot. It's very strange.
Is this what you're like when you're
What
sick?
color are his veins?
Are you examining him?
Yeah.
How are you examining him?
No, I'm asking, like, if we're getting some
She's
type
taking
of
notes.
diagnosis or some type of...
Well, no,
how
I mean,
he
are you
is.
looking at him? Are you like rolling his sleeve up to take a look?
I guess so.
Okay. No, he looks normal.
No. What about his chest? Do you have a tattoo?
Are
It's
you?
just like magically
Are you taking?
tattoo!
He's got like button-up pajamas on. Are you undoing his button-up
A little
pajamas?
bit. Just
You're like undressing the
just
old
like
professor. I
two
think he's only in
buttons.
his 30s actually. You could
Just
probably
like
get a bit
two
with that,
buttons.
right?
Just like two
Make me a
buttons
spot
down.
hidden check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that skill.
What? Yeah, it's
All
good.
of,
Can we
all
all
of
do it?
us?
Just her. She's examining him for the moment.
But I mean, we're all looking at him.
This is different. She's examining him. Welcome to Cthulhu, where not everyone gets to roll.
Shit.
No. 52 out of 50.
His chest looks fine.
Okay.
Now his chest is exposed. You can now make a spot hidden check.
Yay. Hey. 17
We're
out of
still in the
75.
We're still in the street.
No,
Oh,
this
I'm
is
sorry.
different. No, this was
Oh
different.
yeah, this is a different one. This is different music.
This is
There's
hospital
no cars,
music.
listen.
There's still
Well, it's gonna
ching-chong.
sound now.
Yeah.
So you passed quite well.
I didn't make a...
As hard and extreme. Did you make a hard success?
hard and extreme?
Yeah. That's
You got a 17 out of 75.
Yeah, so it's 37-15.
So you made a hard success.
Okay, so I made hard.
But very close to extreme.
You think There's something moving under the skin of his abdomen.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Gross!
Now, can she...
You can make me a sanity check.
Wonderful. How sane am I?
You're pretty sane. You need to roll under your sanity to stay sane. Otherwise, you're going to lose some sanity.
Which one's sanity?
The big one in the
Big
middle.
at the top. Yeah, that. No, down. That whole thing, that
is
circled.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so. Well, that's not good.
Did you lose sanity?
A little bit.
Woo! First san loss of the game. Did you lose san?
I rolled a 94.
94.
Oh, it could have been a lot worse. You could have. Yeah.
How could that have been worse? Literally 6 more points.
Well, roll me you lose D2 sanity. So roll me a 6 and half divided by 3, or roll me a 4 and divided by 2.
Alright, well.
Or flip a coin.
Or flip a coin. D2 is what you want.
Yeah.
D2. Roll a 4 and half it.
I think that might have been my favorite Mighty Ducks one. D2?
D2.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
3.
Then you lose 2 sanity. Congratulations. So your sanity now goes down
To 68.
to 68. You were like, oh, it's take a shock. There's something crawling around under there.
Wonderful. Okay, that's nice. That's great. There's something crawling around his chest, guys. That doesn't seem normal.
Abdomen.
Is the doctor still standing by
He's
us?
standing talking to the nurse by the entrance.
Okay, can I like call him over and be like, dude, do you see this?
What?
Do you see his chest?
He looks and starts to feel his abdomen. Ooh, there's some kind of growth in there.
It was moving.
I'm sure it was just a trick of the light.
I'm sure it wasn't.
Well, we can take a look. Leave it with us. We'll look at a poison regimen and also take an X-ray.
Let's cut him open.
2020's X-ray? Is that a thing? We'll examine his chest.
Let's cut him open right now.
In whatever way is available at this time period.
Doc, this man's got a growth. We don't know what it is. He needs immediate surgery.
I think that's a little rash.
I don't.
Of course you don't.
Okay, we'll take that under advisement.
Look, I studied under the best medical professionals in America. This man needs immediate medical care.
You're going to try and persuade the doctor? Jesus. It's not going to work for everything, you know.
Oh my god.
I'm going to do it till it doesn't.
Okay, hold on. You can take a disadvantage dice because you're unbelievable. Which means you roll an additional 10s dice and take the lowest result.
An additional 10?
Yes.
Or like 2? So I roll...
So you're rolling 2 10s dice and 1 units dice.
Okay.
And taking the lowest of the 10s. Oh, the highest of the 10s, excuse me. Because it's disadvantage. Yes.
Damn it.
Did you fluff it?
What?
Did you fluff it?
I did.
I'll teach you to tell believable lies in the future, sir. I'll take another advisement, nurse. Let's prepare this man for an examination. I'd like to ask you to leave. If you want to come back later, then please do so. I may have more questions.
Can we speak to the medical examiner that looked at the corpse?
And who brought him in?
Corpse?
Trini.
Corpse, you say?
Trinidad.
Oh, the corpse.
The victim? The murder victim?
Better language than corpse. It's not a word we use in a hospital. And you should know that, being trained
That's
by
absolutely...
some of the best people in America. Not on the wards. What are you talking about?
Well, first off,
cadaver would be better, but even then, not on the ward.
Well, I thought a cadaver would be like for
I think that's part of the problem here, is you thought.
Yeah.
No, a cadaver would be like a like a an
experimented thing.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, remains,
also,
would you go with remains or the deceased? They would also go.
Also, we're translating, so
understandable. Yes.
Obviously, it
Nick's
was
a
mix in translation.
You're not going to like me after this.
I don't think there's any reason for you to speak to the medical examiner.
We just want to know what happened to our friend.
Well, then it'll come out in the report, won't it?
Who brought everyone in?
What do you mean?
I mean, who brought the Doctor Sanchez and Trinidad in?
Oh, there was a lady who does medical things at site of the museum, and she contacted someone and transported them here.
Who was the someone?
I guess it was someone who does transport for the museum. I wasn't there.
Okay, do you know who the lady was?
Yes, she's whoever the nurse is over at the museum. I don't know her name.
You don't know her name?
No.
You have anyone that knows her?
No, I don't think so. She's probably a nurse there. Somebody who has medical skills, looks after the people when they get sick, fall over down the stairs, that kind of thing.
Right, because every facility comes with a nurse.
Oh, museum.
Except for hotels, apparently.
Museum takes a lot of people. It makes sense to have someone who is at least trained in first aid, even if not in medicine.
Who needs people trained in first aid? We're a group of adventurers and we don't have anyone
Ha! I've stubbed my toe! I am going to die. I'm just waiting for it.
We took Khal Drogo stats. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Yakari, but Tofurky is the inferior sibling of the Turdukan.
Oh my god.
Very fair.
Glaring at your camera.
Alright, I guess we should,
I mean, what are the odds he has an I Heart Nyarlathotep tattoo?
I really think it was a small chance, but I was hoping it was there. Just be like, gate's closed!
He's
Kill
closed!
this fucker, kill that fucker, let's get out.
I like that. That's funny. So, what now?
Okay, Justice Hughes is still with us, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he doesn't have any input?
This is interesting. Clearly he's contracted something or been infected with something.
he's
Maybe
got
he's
something
poisoned.
moving underneath his skin.
Maybe he was poisoned with some kind of parasite?
That's really terrifying.
Poisoned. It's interesting you constantly use the word poisoned.
I can only assume so. Why else would it be unconscious?
Do you think you are you yourself are also poisoned?
I don't think so. Why would I be poisoned?
This is are you Augustus? Sorry, who
No,
are you?
He's Elias.
Elias. Oh, never mind. Sorry, my bad.
This is why we need a professional voice
I need different
actor.
hats, right?
No, dude, you get those little sticks with the handle.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they got the big paddle
Mustache,
thing on there.
pipe.
No, you get like pictures. You'll have a whole bunch of them. You just pick them up and hold. You talk.
Yeah, we could do that, right?
Yeah,
that
that'd
would
be
be
great.
helpful. But like kabuki theatre.
Perfect.
I mean, it would really help.
I could see no problems coming from that.
So where are you heading, kiddos?
Okay.
Elias doesn't seem to think that there's anything. I mean, he could be anything, but he's happy to leave it with the medical people. To try
Doc,
and
do you
figure
think
out
it's
what's going
possible he's got a parasite growing inside of
It's
him?
one of the considerations I was thinking of, actually. If something has been passed to him, maybe it is a parasite. Now, with the additional evidence of something in his abdomen, it could be a parasite of some kind that has been somehow purposefully made to swallow it. That would be horrifyingly terrible.
Once again, sounds like he needs surgery.
We'll take a look. We need to figure out what's there first before we go looking around.
I mean, if you want
When will you guys be checking him out? I'd be curious
We'll
to know
look today. This seems rather
results.
urgent. He has been unconscious since we got him here.
I'll help
Okay.
you cut him open.
Could you?
I mean, we've only had him...
This man is someone we were talking to about expedition we were going on. He had a lot of valuable information, and we're invested in his future, and we were hoping to learn some more information from him.
Yes.
Could you let us know if he's okay?
I will send you a message if he comes to, and he's well enough to speak to
Okay,
you.
and I'm going to leave the hotel that we're staying
Okay,
at with the
sounds good.
contact information.
I will do this.
I would appreciate that. Thank you. Okay.
I'm used to being rich, aren't you?
I know. I know.
Should take a third job like Erin.
What?
I was saying Leah's getting used to being rich.
Oh.
No, I was saying she has to take a third job now.
I saw this thing.
I mean, this is like my second job.
It-
My first job is just being naturally rich. That's a lot.
Oh yes, I forgot that phrase.
Genetically wealthy.
I'm naturally rich.
That is a lot of work, dude.
I forgot that.
Does 1920s Lima have operating theatres where you can watch surgery? Might well do, actually, but you're probably not going to get to watch this one.
Okay, and you can't tell us anything that happened to
What?
Trinidad either.
I don't know. She didn't come here, not being alive.
Oh, where would she have been taken to?
To the morgue.
To the morgue. Okay. Where do you know which morgue or where it is?
The one here at the hospital.
Oh. How do we get there?
I'm going to tell you it's in the basement, but then I'm going to ask you to leave.
I appreciate
before
that.
I call security.
Got it.
So much.
Let's go down.
Really appreciate that. It was really great to meet you.
To the basement.
Hold on. I'm being charming.
Oh, you know.
I am.
You're telling me you're being charming.
I am being charming. Yes, this whole thing. I'm actually being charming. That's one of my skills, is to be charming.
I'll contact you when he wakes.
Can I roll on that? Make sure I'm actually being very charming. That way he, wants to help us out here.
He just did help you.
Okay. Alright, so, alright, so I'm good.
Yes.
Alright, cool. So he's not gonna call on us. He likes me. He trusts me.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm charming.
He trusts me.
He's persuasive. He's charming. What's Erin got for conversational skills?
She takes notes.
She's
She's our
quietly
note
in the
keeper.
background.
Got a book.
It's nice.
Got a book with me.
It's nice.
I mean, charming is actually my highest skill. I take
Charm
it back.
is your highest skill.
Yes. It's actually, it actually beats driving.
Holy crap. You're more charming than you are driving.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
This chat doesn't trust anyone. It's super funny. I mean,
Okay. Can we head down to the morgue? Oh, what else was the point of asking all those questions?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Hooray!
At this point, having a doctor would be super helpful.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything from.
He doesn't know how to find you yet.
Well, can he text me?
Yeah, he'll send you a text when he's on his way. Nice in the 1920s, right? The frustration of little communication.
Javier!
I'm a doctor.
Doctor of what?
Bullshit.
Medicine?
Bullshit. Bullshit is what he was going for.
I'm a doctor. Yep, totally a doctor.
You're convincing. Are you persuading yourself? Is that what you were doing? Nick's rolling persuade to persuade himself. Okay. So you head down to the basement and follow the signs to the morgue. It is dark down here and a bit dingy.
Can we not find anyone?
There's no one around at the moment.
Are there flickering lights?
Of course there are. It's the morgue.
It's not a morgue without...
It's just one of them that's like... Tick,
Do y'all have questions you're actually going to ask the medical examiner? Or are we just...
What if we can find
They're
them?
just stalking around looking for
No,
bodies.
I'm trying to see if anyone's down here we can talk to.
Okay.
Or if there's any...
What are we going to ask? What are you trying to get out of them?
I want to see
understand
her.
the point.
I want to see what she looks like.
We already saw her.
Well, I want to see her again.
Why?
Because time has passed, and I want to see if any further development has happened to the body. I just saw something move in someone's chest cavity.
Okay.
I'm thinking this might be important.
I like that she's a bit twitchy after that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Alright. I guess I'll look around the shelves and stuff, see if there's any, naming conventions or something.
Yeah, they get into the way. It's reasonably small.
Or even just paperwork laying around.
There's a
that
desk
has
in here.
information.
There is a couple of metal tables. There is a bunch of...
Did you Control F Trinidad?
Oh, right, yeah. G9.
Can we do Control H where we replace her with a
They
fake
can't
body?
be that many people called Trinidad in Lima, right? Who just happened to die. You're wandering around in the morgue and a large gentleman wanders in. Oh!
Rolling my charming.
What are you doing here?
Rolling my
Translating
charming.
through Diego. What? You're not supposed to be here.
A dear friend of ours has come in here.
This is not the place for that. You don't want to see her like this or him like this.
Well, we do. We are very upset about what's happened, and we actually want to
If
see...
you're upset, this is the last thing you want to trust me. This is the last thing you want.
What makes you say that? Is it something... Is she even worse than what she was before?
I don't even know who you want. But
Well,
the
then
point
why would you
being
say
is
that?
no family or friends should see people here. This is not the place.
It is when we're trying to figure out what happened.
That is for the police or for an investigative team. Surely not just her family and friends. His family and friends.
But we are also investigators.
Of what kind?
Well, she's an author.
Oh, that's a very good
You're
qualification
pointing to
for
me
that.
as your credentials?
That's right.
Yeah.
And I have been doing...
She's just rich, and
Yeah.
he's a carny.
I have been doing this
He
type
doesn't know what I do.
I have been doing
He's
this
sat in the
type of
background
work...
habitually juggling or something.
I've been doing this type of work for a very long time. Both officially and unofficially.
What are you trying to say here? Your friend has died and you want to see her body.
Yes.
That does not go with policy, I'm afraid.
Come on, roll in my charming. Roll in my charming.
Give him money.
Try it.
Give him money.
Oh, me too. I need you. 39 out of 90.
Okay, so you got a hard success.
Yes.
Check it if you haven't checked it already.
Okay.
Well, you are. Look, I like you. I do.
My charming worked.
I don't think just because I like you so much, I wouldn't really want you to see. It would be a terrifying shock.
Sometimes the truth is more important than anything
You want
else.
to see your dead friend.
I would really like to see what exactly happened to her. Yes.
Who is your dead friend?
Trinidad.
And
Control
last name?
F Trinidad.
Huh? Control F Trinidad.
Last name?
Do we know the last name?
He's looking in a book.
No, I don't know. No, just says Trini, the assistant to Professor.
She was the assistant to Doctor Sanchez.
Don't know your friend's last name.
I don't know a lot of people's last names.
Okay.
Rich people, am I right?
And can you tell me anything about where she was brought in from?
She's brought in from the museum.
Ah, that one.
Yes.
Strange one indeed. They say she was 19. Are you sure you want to see this? It's not very
Dude, she
pleasant.
was supposed to go with us
We've
on our
actually already
expedition.
seen her. We want to re-see her.
Yeah, we're just gonna
So,
we're just
before
gonna
I
take a
point
few
out,
minutes.
Tell me a little about what you're about to see, so I know that you've seen this body before, and then I might consider it.
You got
Her
the notes.
body has been shrunken and shriveled as if her chest has been sucked
Oh
in.
my God.
All the fat pulled out from the inside of her body. And just
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's maybe without the face, but yes, that is sufficient.
Okay.
I get it. You've seen this before.
We just need to see it for a couple
you're
minutes.
from the press, just trying to get a look at a body you've heard about from the museum.
I am a writer. This might be happening.
So what you're saying is I'm about to show you something you're going to write about, and I don't think that's going to be wise for my career, I'm afraid.
We'll just take a couple minutes and we'll be gone. You'll never hear from us again.
Really?
Yes.
Slip him a 20.
It's a little bit 20.
Money.
Can I offer you some compensation for your time?
What are you talking about?
You're
He thinks we're trying to fuck the body.
No, he might be thinking that of you. Can we spot hidden anywhere around here as we're talking with him?
For what?
Like just kind of, I don't know, just anything that's
Literally
maybe
a reasonably clean room.
Okay.
Almost as if it's in a hospital.
Almost as if it's in a hospital.
What if there's like any...
Also, how are we supposed to see anything with all these flickering lights?
It happens.
Nothing but flickering lights.
Like I can assure you it'll take us a couple minutes. We just want to see if her condition worsened before she was actually picked up. It's,
Okay. Okay. Sounds great.
Okay, great.
There may be a small administrative fee for such
That would be fun.
Okay. Then I might have to go and process that for, say, 10 minutes.
10 minutes would be great.
Okay, so small administrative fee? Okay, he takes the money, he points you at the storage room and tells you, well, actually he goes and fetches it. He rolls out a gurney for you and then leaves.
I should have just slapjacked him.
Probably. It might have been
Surprised no
easier.
one's attacked anybody yet. You're like halfway through the second session and
Well, I'm just picking
honestly
them off.
surprised no one's been slapjacked. We got very close with Larkin.
We did.
I think it was in his hand. He was ready to like...
I was legitimately afraid he would die
You were
if
like-
I hit him.
Nick was about to flop it out and slap him in the jag.
Okay.
There's a sheet over a gurney.
Pull off the sheet.
Okay, the horrifying body of Trinidad Rizzo is there.
Yep.
I pull out
that's
my
a corpse.
smartphone and I take some pictures.
Okay, take some Nobody has photography, do they? Under camera.
I know, but it's still funny to do.
Oh, I believe Glenn's character actually has photography as a skill.
Oh my god.
Also, no one has a smartphone, so
That's
could be,
yes. Well, yes.
that could be a bit.
Appreciate that.
Bit problematic. So, she has.
But I have a photographic memory.
Okay,
of
so
course.
can we do spot hidden now and see if we can see anything we didn't see?
Persuading me or you?
Yes.
Spot hidden?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally.
See if we missed anything the first time
At
around.
this point, you would really need medicine to investigate a body? You make me a spot hidden check.
I have a 1.
That's a 1. I don't know what else you mean. You heard something once in one of those comedy pages you read about medicine.
I failed.
Of course, you were spot hidden. You failed.
I did.
You were good at that.
I know. I rolled a 56.
Erin, there's a body on a gurney. Are you looking at it?
I've already seen it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm saying it's just not a terrible thing to say.
Cool.
There is a gaping hole in her chest.
Are you interested now?
No,
it looks the same. She is emaciated and drained with a look of horrible terror.
Was there a gaping hole to begin with?
There was.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Yep. It's like a circular hole about this round.
Yeah, okay.
I close her eyes then, because I'm not a monster.
Her eyes are closed, but her face
okay,
is if you opened her eyes, it would be very terrible. Somebody's closed her eyes.
She has a look of terror.
Okay, so no one else is going to check her out?
Wow.
Are you giving her an exam?
Huh?
You're actually examining her, moving her around.
Yeah.
She seems very light, and like I say, like someone has removed all the fat from her body. Her muscles seem somehow emaciated too. She doesn't seem like the inside of her body's not quite the right shape.
I don't know what other skill I can use here.
You don't have any other skills.
I know.
Unless you want to try medicine, I mean, you do have a skill in it.
Dude, I have 1.
Everybody's got a 1.
What am I going to roll? A 1? 0.
That would be it. You'd roll a 1.
I did not.
Okay, then you don't know anything. Other than that she's oddly misshapen and still dead.
Jackson, you're used to weird cult shit. You ever seen anything like this?
Mr. Eve Elias has any medicine skills?
Yeah, that'd be great. Wait. Can we ask Augustus about the,
He does not.
Great.
Larkin? Oh, see if Larkin has any skills. In medicine.
I mean, he has been self-medicating, right?
Yeah, he has none.
Because that means you're a doctor.
he has none. 0 skills in medicine.
Alright, any ideas, guys?
No. I mean, go to sleep. Wake up the next morning.
Okay. Go to sleep, Heddock. Erin's just going to get this.
I think she's ready to move on.
Erin's just like, let's stop banging our heads against this. Okay, you return to the hotel?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Okay, you return to the hotel.
Sweet.
You rest. You eat. You rest.
Yep.
Okay.
You get up in the morning. Is it
I already.
Yeah, you've already eaten. Is it time to leave?
Eating.
Yeah,
What's that?
I don't want to do that.
You have a message left for you downstairs.
Sweet.
When you wake up in the morning. You.
Cool. Waiting for 2 messages. My doctor.
Mercedes.
That's going to join us, and the doctor from the hospital telling me about what happened.
There's a message at reception for you when you wake up.
Okay. I'm going down to get my message then?
Oh, when you walk past reception, they're like, there's a message for you.
Great. Okay. So.
Go down to get your message.
She gets shot with an arrow. Message for you, sir.
You unfold the message, and it is from the police detective. It says that they would like to speak to you with regards to Doctor Sanchez, and how that is all. There's a contact.
Oh no. Cool.
That they got your name from the hospital.
Okay. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go to... Well, fuck, what do you mean you don't know?
Supposed to go to the police station.
Supposed to be... Okay.
Do you need me to come with you?
Probably.
Yeah, because walking in with him is going to add a great deal to your credibility. Who's going? Larkin is preparing for the expedition at this point. He's getting the trucks. They're supposed to have met him at the other hotel, so he's gone there to get them moved here.
You need to go with Larkin.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you like to come with me?
He's looking reasonably well this morning.
Okay.
Better than yesterday.
Go with Larkin. Keep an eye on Luis. You
How
already don't like Luis. I think it's a perfect job for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm shooting him.
So you're going with Larkin.
Yeah.
We have Mercedes. Where is Letty going?
Are you staying behind? You're gonna come with me?
To the. Did they just said they want to talk to you about Doctor Sanchez?
Yeah.
And having other specific stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's Elias, who's around.
Yeah, where's Elias?
He's in the lobby waiting for you guys. Also in the corner there is a young man who the receptionist has said has asked to speak to you.
Hey, is it my doctor?
Could be.
Is he cute? She's like, nah, man, I'm just staying behind. You go to the...
He has a very large scar across the center of his face.
Cool.
What type of scar?
I mean...
Like a jagged one, like all the way down here. Just misses his eye. And it's red. It's very not healed very well at all.
Awesome.
This is the great
There's
guy
an appearance
to
of
with.
9. Look, he's still got his nose.
So what happened to your face?
What? It was an accident. I fell. I was lucky to be alive. Thank you for asking.
Hey, I was hoping for a cooler story.
No stories. It was a fat pyre. I've been hunting them forever.
I mean, just something cooler, like he got in a knife fight or something.
Knife fight? I'm a doctor.
You're the doctor then?
I am.
Okay, would you please come with me to the police station?
Dr. Cupertino, nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
I believe you have a job offer.
I do.
When are we leaving?
As soon as I'm done with the police station, but I would like you to come with me.
We're involved with the police already? He's speaking English.
Oh, very good. That's perfect. Otherwise, I was just assuming Javier was
He's
translating.
speaking English.
Okay.
Diego?
Right.
Do we need to talk about monetary compensation?
What would you like? I mean, I will pay you amply, so, or you can make your...
That will be sufficient for me. We understand we're going to the mountains and you need medical assistance.
I do.
Sure, that's fine. I will do that for you.
Okay, alright.
Do I need to bring anything specific? Are we equipped for an expedition?
Yes, we are fully equipped.
Then I will bring my medical equipment and I will see you there, unless you want me to come with you to the police station.
Yes, I would like you to come with me to the police station. I'll explain on the way.
Okay, let us do that. You head to the police station.
I'm telling him about the whole story, about what happened with Doctor Sanchez and the girl, and about wanting to see them because of everything that happened at the museum.
The hospital's not going to be very happy about you poking around in the morgue, that's for sure, but...
Well, they don't know.
Okay, but still, I mean, I don't know what else it could be. The note says they want to talk to you about Doctor Sanchez.
Right.
Maybe he's passed away?
Right. If we're able to get a chance to look at Doctor Sanchez, I would like you to take a look at him.
Okay.
Though I don't know if we'll be able to see, but I also would like you
He
to...
died?
Huh?
He died? You're just gonna go fix the body again?
Well, we don't know. Wait, did he die? We don't know
I
that.
have no idea.
We don't know if he died.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Half of Erin's brain is listening, half of it is reading fanfic on the internet. You're reading fanfic, Erin?
No, I hate fanfic.
That's what I figured. She's reading fanfic. It's a dirty pleasure.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'd like to stick with Elias, whatever he's up to.
Well, Elias is wondering what you guys are doing and want him to do, but he'll go with whoever wants him.
Okay. Well, then I guess let's go to the hospital, but I thought we had to leave
You're going
this
to the
morning.
We do, but the
station.
police have asked to speak to me. I'm not gonna leave town before
Okay.
I speak with them.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
You're
Okay, you guys walk into the police station.
Okay.
There is a desk.
Okay. I'm here to talk to whoever left this note.
And you are... Oh, okay. Bear with me. He wanders off from the desk for a second, and a gentleman with a large moustache comes out to the front. Greetings, lady. You are Ms. Grimm-Walker.
Yes, I am.
Very good. I understand you knew Doctor Sanchez?
I did. We were speaking to him during the...
Okay, you were
right before
speaking
the
to him
attack.
recently. Ah, yes.
The same day he died.
You are one of the ones that were interviewed at the scene.
Were you?
Yes, we were at the scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
He nods to the doctor, Jose. And
The doctor's here?
the one that she hired is with you.
Oh,
guys.
Yeah. What's his name?
Jose. His name is Jose Cupertino.
Oh, Jesus.
Not stereotype. Not at all. There was totally a Jose waiting to join us. Just waiting for the wand.
Waiting for the Juan. Do you know anything about Dr. Sanchez's whereabouts?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yes, I am asking you.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to sit? Sit over here. He brings you into
Well,
a room.
we came here last night to visit with him to see...
To the police station?
No, to the hospital. To visit with him after
Yes,
everything had happened, to see how he
This is
was.
where I got your contact information.
Right.
The doctor left the information before he died.
Right.
So,
Wait, he died?
Yes, he was attacked at the hospital along with a couple of the nurses and a few orderlies.
Well, shit, that's not
And
good.
Dr. Sanchez is missing.
What about the doctor that was examining him?
He's dead. As I said, the doctor is dead. And a couple of nurses and some orderlies, and Dr. Sanchez is missing.
Well, that's news to us. The doctor was supposed to call me and let me know about an examination he was going to do on Dr. Sanchez.
Yes, it seemed that never happened. Something happened, they were all scheduled for that, and everybody in that room is dead, except for Dr. Sanchez, who was missing.
Interesting.
That's not good. That's not good. Sorry.
Deafened the entirety of the listening public.
Pretty much. Yeah. That was the,
That was the penny dropping.
Yeah.
Is the body of Trinidad still in the morgue?
Yes, I believe so. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, they were associated, so we're just wondering if something happened to one person, if it may have happened to the other also.
Are you involved in something that would require people to take bodies back from?
No, that's why we're asking questions.
We're equally as confused as you are.
I see what you're saying. I do not know. So it seems that somebody has taken Dr. Sanchez in his comatose state, and they have killed several staff at the hospital. In a similar way, for at least two of them.
A similar way? What
to
way?
Which Trinidad Rizzo was murdered.
Oh.
What is
Why is there a baby in the background? This is really creepy,
terrifying.
dude.
This was like a lady in the corner with a baby. Just staring at you.
Jesus. The hell are you guys doing with babies at the police department?
We're allowed babies at the police
I
department.
don't think so.
They're heroin dealing babies.
Goddamn heroin dealing babies.
I mean, do you guys have any leads on what happened?
None. All we can tell is that anyone...
No one saw anyone come in, exit.
No. All we know is that he was scheduled for a procedure, and everyone in that room is dead, along with a couple of orderlies who must have had passed on the way out. So we suspect somebody went into that room, pulled out Dr. Sanchez, killed everyone in there, and then killed whoever they saw as they exited.
Yeah, there's no other information.
I know nothing else. That's why I asked you. You were one of the leads I found. You've been there recently asking questions, so I assumed that you might have been involved. But now I see you, I don't think you are. It would take a lot to kill 3 people in one room without a problem.
Yes, it would. That's rather disturbing news.
Disturbing so. Dr. Sanchez was a friend of many around here. Glad I took my headphones out.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you want to ask me questions? That's what the message
as far as
said.
I'm concerned, now I meet you two, I do
Okay.
not consider you to be particularly of interest at this point. I understand that you were talking to him at the museum.
I'm extremely
The only thing
interesting.
that is interesting to me is that you've been involved in this, and this has been a case that is
The only
involved
thing
multiple
interesting
murders.
about you is nothing, sir.
I mean no offence. I'm just saying that, I can take and arrest you and we could question you for days, but I understand you're heading off on an expedition.
Are cuffs involved?
Is he good looking?
Possibly.
Is the police officer good looking?
He's 60, yeah, he's okay.
Hey!
It's better than average.
Hey, you don't got a scar across your face. You're not bald or old. This is awesome.
He's got a big
I'm
moustache.
in oh yeah, that is a
It's
bummer.
a huge
That
moustache.
is a bummer.
Hey, you can shave.
It probably vibrates.
In my mind, it's basically a Hispanic Poirot.
It's Hispanic Poirot, that's right. So, I have no further interest. You may go on your expedition. I trust that you will return, and if there's any further questions, I will ask them then. But at this point, I don't think you are the instigators of this kind of crime. Apart from the fact that I have no idea how this kind of wound is caused on someone.
Could be a fat pirate.
You're not here.
What?
Couldn't it be some type of vampire that sucks someone's fat out of it instead of blood?
Not you too.
Oh, thank you.
Not you
Don't were an
also.
author, and I will forgive your fanciful flights of fancy. But honestly, I don't think that's a reasonable inquiry. Those kind of things don't exist. My grandmother believes in those. She lives up in the mountains.
I know, lots of mountain people.
A lot of people's grandmothers living up in the mountains. Jesus Christ.
Nick and Delion's becoming fat pyre on Doctor Sanchez.
Becoming fat pyre.
A moustache just provides something to hold on to, apparently.
Oh my
Not
god.
a big fan, huh?
That's pretty far down to be holding on.
No, we can put some Velcro down there and keep him down there. We have some industrial Velcro at work. It really is very, very good.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you Velcro that shit together, it ain't coming apart easy.
Okay, what's he doing?
He's with Larkin getting the trucks.
Yeah, nothing weird's happening over there?
He's with Larkin getting the trucks. They have no real problems.
Okay.
The trucks arrive, Larkin directs them to the Hotel Mori, they jump in, they arrive at the Hotel Mori.
Okay. Alright, well, are we done here?
You're done here.
Okay. I guess we'll go and meet Larkin.
Mm-hmm. You meet Larkin at the trucks. 3 large trucks.
And mine.
And yours.
Thank you.
Are waiting to take you out into the wilds of Peru. The wilds of Peru.
Does anyone tell me what happened?
No. Damn. Because I already know what you're going to say.
Hey, what happened at the police station?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Why do they want to talk to you?
I know, right? Isn't
Should
that
I be
weird?
concerned?
No.
Should I be concerned? Yes, that's very good. I have a route map for you. At this point...
I love how easy you gave up on that. Wow.
I was responding to something.
You're responding to something.
Yeah.
Is it terror?
No, what did the police want to talk about?
We were at the police? Were we at the police?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, you got called to the police station. What did they want to talk about?
Wouldn't know of any carny hanging around us with stealing shit.
Probably.
You told them no, right?
You neither confirm nor deny.
I haven't been seen stealing anything.
Someone definitely tried to steal someone's heroin bottle, sir.
Tried?
Or succeeded, because I'm pretty sure he actually stole it. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm great.
I bet you are.
That's for medicinal purposes.
Well, that sounds a lot like what Larkin was saying.
We convey that Doctor Sanchez is missing, blah blah blah.
But no mention about...
Fat pyres.
Amazingly,
people were taken out the same way that Trini was. I mean, we give you all the details.
Okay.
Yeah. So all details can be transferred to you.
Okay. Well, I don't know, y'all. Since y'all are so anti my fat pyre
I know.
theories.
Amazingly, fat pyres never came up because you weren't there. Okay, well, she may have mentioned it once.
just because, she needed you to be present for one brief moment.
I think she felt sad that you weren't with us.
So it sounds like whoever attacked him at the museum may have come back to finish the job.
Yes, that sounds reasonable.
Or perhaps he finished turning into a fat pyre and lashed out around him as a hungry newborn fat pyre.
That sounds even more reasonable.
And here I thought I was surrounded by reason for a second. Thank you so much for
I bust out my copy of Lord of the Rings. I was taught by the master.
Oh man.
That's funny.
So now we have 2 fat pyres we have to be on the lookout for.
2 fat pyres.
Noted.
I haven't drank enough for this.
So, this is your route through Peru.
Start speaking to you in Elvish.
Here you go. Lima to
That was your
Puno,
character, I
then
think.
Puno to the ruins. This is the route that...
This is why you don't get laid.
Spin that round to the table.
This is our route.
This is the route.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh, it's been on the
What?
Whoops.
On me?
No, it's been on the cam this whole time.
It hasn't. Has it? Oh, it has, but it's been pointing at me, so that's okay.
Okay.
So this is... Are we the red?
No, here, put it down.
You're starting in Lima, which is upper
I
left.
tried pointing it down. It didn't. And I don't want to...
You've got to do a thing with the legs.
I don't want to fuck with it anymore.
Where it falls face first.
Yeah.
You've got to be super careful.
So I guess we are...
You're in Lima, upper left of the map.
Key. And we are traveling down the coast.
Along the red line, all the way down, and then up into the mountains to Puno. And then from Puno, you're traveling to the ruins. Should take about 4 days.
We need to...
3 days to travel down the coast to Camana before heading up into the Andes and across the highlands. The latter part will take you up winding mountain roads.
So before we go, like
we are not stopping to talk to anyone's grandmother.
No, hold on. Like, so I don't think that anyone should be left alone with Mendoza.
Oh, for once I agree with you.
Mendoza hasn't arrived.
Okay.
Oh.
No, but like we're getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling them, like it's like
Mendoza wasn't in our group when we left.
Mendoza, you
Yeah.
mean Larkin, don't you?
No. I mean Mendoza. He wasn't in our. I thought we were meeting him when all the trucks were getting packed up and everything.
No, he wasn't there when you arrived. The trucks arrived.
So he's not with our group at all.
Not at all.
Ooh, interesting.
If we meet up with Mendoza, no one should be left alone with him.
Because he's a vampire.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. I just don't agree with your intentions. But I do agree with you. No one should be left alone because he's definitely acting suspicious.
Yeah. Whether you agree with him being a fat pyre or not, we should not be left alone.
I want to know where Erin's thoughts are on fat pyres and non-fat pyres.
She's not.
That's a dotted red line.
She's willing to accept weird ideas, for the thought of it. I think.
I don't know. Where is your character on the fat pyre theory?
No, I've always thought that was the obvious answer. So that's why I realize we've been making jokes as if Nick's like cray, but like I was originally making jokes as if like that's the fucking obvious.
Oh,
like, why
that's
are we
interesting.
detailing that out? So yeah,
That's super
it
funny.
makes sense. So,
You're with fat pyres, really?
Around.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going the fat pyre route?
I've actually been the fat pyre route. Thou hast not noticed.
She's on team fat pyre.
Feel betrayed.
It just makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. How does this make sense? This is the real world, damn it.
Because
this is not the world of Lord of the Rings and fairy tales.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Oh
I'm
my
going to
God.
a pyramid to look at ancient like shit and stuff. It totally is.
I don't think you understand how dumb people in the 1920s were.
Fat pyres. So
They voted to outlaw alcohol.
the trucks.
What more do you want?
The trucks roll out down the coast. After 3 days of travel,
I think that we should equip the trucks with some bars.
bars.
Yes, lots of vodka.
We should have done that before we left the city, I think.
No,
More importantly, probably have hired trucks that
Hey.
had those.
Hey, not the drinking kind.
I'm so
Some
thrilled
Browning
Fat
automatic
Pyre-
rifles.
Oh my
So-
God.
They're thrilled that the fat pyre nomenclature has taken off. They're now fat pyres.
We've equipped the trucks with multiple Browning automatic rifles.
Of course you did. How many guns do you have?
I don't know.
legitimately?
How many guns will you let me
1,000,003?
have? Because as many as you'll let me have, that's how many I had.
I would suggest a handgun or two and a rifle of some kind.
And a couple of Brownings.
No Brownings.
Why not? I have a truck. Why would I not buy one for my truck? It's available. I would have brought it with
It's
me at the very
available,
least.
is it?
Yes.
You brought it from another place to
I
another place.
brought a fucking truck with me. Of course I would have brought a gun to be mounted on it.
You're
I
welcome
think
for
you
that,
got a
Hal.
gun-mounted truck.
Yeah, I also
Gun-
brought ammo for all of my weapons, like plenty of ammo, because that's what was in the safe, dude. Like we've already had this
Belt
discussion.
fed.
No belt-fed machine. No belt-fed
Gatling gun?
vehicle-mounted machine anything.
Gatling. They existed in the 1920s, and they are rather good for performance because they won't jam up quite as.
Right? Can you carry it in your hands?
No, that's what I have my fucking truck for.
Right? No truck-mounted weapons.
What
You're
is
not in
wrong with
the,
you?
You are not in the
What is
military.
wrong with
No truck-mounted weaponry.
I am a dilettante.
Right? Let me just buy a Gatling gun.
Yes,
Let me just-
I knew where I was going. I was prepared for this
Let us
situation.
go and gattle some things. I mean, no, let's not do that.
You should never let me be a rich person again.
Right? Apparently not. Apparently you're going to be penniless for the rest of your adventuring career.
Yeah, the bar was invented in 1918. I'm just saying.
Okay. The trucks head
You
off.
try. Can I roll?
Roll to persuade the DM.
No vehicle-mounted weaponry. can have normal guns for normal people. Stop being weird. Vehicle-mounted weapons, indeed.
I have a truck for a reason, and that is one of those reasons.
That wasn't the reason last week.
Yes, it was.
It's for...
Well, you had a truck because you didn't want to ride in his terrible truck so you could drive yourself.
Yeah, so I could also have all of my equipment with me.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Right? Including all of my weapons.
Yes.
And firearms and guns and all the rest of the accessories that I could possibly have.
None of which included a vehicle-mounted machine gun.
Yeah, it did. It did. I actually have.
You're welcome for this,
It's in my search engine. I totally.
Are you kidding?
No.
You did actually look up a vehicle-mounted machine gun.
Yeah.
No vehicle-mounted machine gun for you.
I'm willing to settle with a Gatling gun.
The best you can get is a Tommy gun.
Because you ain't happy unless you got one.
I mean, okay.
Okay. One Tommy gun. That's the best you get.
Cool.
Okay.
How many cases of ammo do I have per?
Cases. Shit. Okay. You head off into the coast road of Peru. Peru is a very pretty place. The journey by road takes you approximately 800 miles. Takes about 3 days. Travel down the coast to Carmana, stopping regularly. Shut up, chat.
What did chat say?
Chat are not helping.
Or are they helping a lot?
They're helping not at all. Shit.
Flamethrower.
I would not trust a 1920s flamethrower.
I mean, it's the only one would know.
Strap it to Nick and see if he blows up.
Sure.
Okay, you arrive at Carmana, where you stay the night before heading up into the Andes Mountains and across the highlands. Up the winding mountain roads where the air grows ever thinner. Everyone may make me a constitution check.
Oh, no! This is where I die! Fail.
I failed.
Seriously? I failed too.
Oh, hard succeed. Do I get to put a check next to con?
You don't. But that's everybody who fails is suffering from altitude sickness.
Shit.
Both Elias and the doctor are okay.
My con is my highest.
What does that mean? Can you explain?
Larkin is also okay. It includes tiredness, headaches, dizziness, shortness of breath, and nausea.
Wonderful.
In most cases, it is mostly an irritation.
I'm asking
But
my
if
doctor.
you find yourself in a situation that requires a high degree of physical exertion, you may have to achieve a higher degree of success on a skill roll to receive a penalty dice.
I'm asking the doctor if he's got anything that would help with this. Speed,
Maybe.
drugs.
Wait till we get to Puno. I might be able to find you something.
Okay.
You're gonna want to drink a lot of water.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
you can get some coca leaves from Puno. You can either drink the tea or chew the leaves. It should
Chew
help
the
a little.
leaves.
It should help a little.
Body high.
Coca leaves.
I mean, he doesn't have anything that'll help settle my stomach or, just kind of keep me a little bit
Coca
more
leaves.
coherent. Coca
I'm
leaves.
afraid the coca leaves will help, but it will not cure you. It'll help with the nausea, and
Drugs?
this is the best we have, I'm afraid.
Cocaine?
It's close enough, basically.
Okay. Cool. I mean, this guy can take heroin for a medicine.
Yes, the doctor. When you get to Puno, he wanders off and comes back with some leaves, which he hands to everyone who's not feeling so good. Suggests you just constantly chew them.
Sweet.
Great.
My mouth goes slightly numb.
Really like having you with us.
Whoa.
Minty. No.
Doc. I also am not feeling so well. So if I could get some of
Coca
those
leaves?
coca
He
leaves.
got some extra. He gives you some. That is funny.
I'm not a junkie. It's just recreational drug use.
Yeah.
Just recreational drug use.
Right.
That is hilarious.
Sounds like every
So
drug
it is
you've ever
Monday,
heard of.
March the 21st when you leave. So it is now Friday by the time you arrive at Puno. Well, yeah, you're 4 days to Puno.
Hold on. You know what it is? Beer time.
Is it beer time?
It's beer time.
Let me see if I've got anything.
Sounds like every junkie.
Doesn't it though?
Here we go. truck ride to Puno.
Hey!
Look, if I don't get to engage in recreational drug use, at least my character does.
Truck ride to Puno.
Take the last truck to Puno and I'll meet you at the station.
And now you arrive in the city of Puno.
Woohoo!
Welcome to Puno. Apparently there's less music and more panpipes in Puno.
Interesting.
God damn it.
Because everywhere's better with panpipes.
Okay.
Hello, Weasley.
How?
Yes, baby.
Do you like one of your free meals?
I guess as you've got it in your hand, yes, but you'll need to pour it into a glass for me, which I have here. Oh, I can pour it into a glass for me if you bring it this way. I forget there's a way around there now. Tim's butt's not in the way. Would Erin like a cream ale?
Would you like a cream ale?
Trying to get rid of them, apparently.
There's also holiday drinks, some Shiner holiday.
Yeah, we have Shiner Cheers.
Yeah.
I might have one eventually. I'm still good looking at the cider.
No, not there.
It's not bad.
Like
It is
very creamy.
Buffalo Bayou Sam Daly Authentic American Cream Ale.
Doesn't look very creamy.
You know,
It's not bad.
Well, good. I like Buffalo Bayou though.
Yes. So,
I almost was working in marketing for Buffalo Bayou.
Really?
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Hey, Erin, fourth job.
I came up with a new slogan for them. It didn't take though.
What?
What was
It was,
it?
They ask you for a new slogan. I'm wondering what you meant now by I almost had a marketing job. I'm like, did you just pitch a really dumb pun?
No,
Is that what marketing is, though?
It's a big part. It's a big part of it.
They were one of the sponsors for BCBC, and I was supposed to like plug them, and I was like, Buffalo Bayou. Drink it because it fucking tastes good. I don't know. Y'all don't have a slogan.
Okay, yeah.
Do they not have a slogan?
Good job.
They don't have a.
They don't have a slogan.
No. Although I do have a free case from.
What are you doing with a donkey?
Just testing one finger. Just
Right.
tried.
Right.
See how
See if we get it louder if you put more fingers in.
Yeah.
That's horrifying. Horrifying. Alright, Puno is a small city of approximately 20,000 residents located in the southern Andean highlands. It stretches back from the shores of Lake Titicaca up into the overlooking hills, with more prosperous areas located closer to the water.
Wait, where is it again?
It's in the Andean highlands.
What was the next year?
Lake Titicaca.
What does that make you? Americans. The majority of the buildings are
It's like boobs and shit.
low
That's a
one or
crazy
two
name to like.
story.
Crazy name to like.
I am never calling it Titicaca.
Why?
I will always be calling it boobs and shit.
Like boobs and shit.
Heaven forbid.
That is a
Heaven
great-
forbid if we make it to Australia.
That was a great improvement.
I love riding around in Sweden. A bunch of their signs say fart on it, and I just giggle
What does
every time.
what does that mean over there? Like airport or something?
I think so.
Oh my god.
I'm just dying. I was like, fart.
Okay, the majority of the buildings are low one or two story structures made from stone or brick, and the streets they line become increasingly narrow and more maze-like the farther uphill one goes. The centre of the city is dominated by a broad plaza ringed with neat greenery and trees, and overlooked by the imposing edifice of the Cathedral Basilica de San Charles Borromeo. The countryside surrounding the city is home to a large number of farms, with staples such as maize, potatoes and quinoa dominating the crops due to their hardiness and ability to grow at high altitudes.
I like quinoa.
Good. There are also alpacas and llamas being grown in large herds under a common sight.
Are there really?
Oh, look at that, there's a spelling error. It's the wrong kind of sight. Good work there.
S-I-G-H-T or S-I-T-E?
This says, local farmers also raise alpacas and llamas, with large herds being a common sight. S-I-T-E.
Okay, yeah. S-I-G-H.
It's bad. Right.
Someone on chat also has a favorite German phrase that has the word fart in it.
Which is, wie lang ist die Fahrt? Wie lang ist die Fahrt?
I bet it is.
I'm pretty sure that Glenn could translate that for us.
It sounds like a violent fart.
Wie lang? German is terrible.
Well, I mean, you should be thanking us for that.
Don't listen to chat with regards to the flamethrowing and not having one in New York, regardless of how legal they might be.
Hey, you're welcome, Hal.
For what?
For your German being terrible.
My German is terrible.
Yeah, if it wasn't for us Americans, your German would be really good.
Ah, very good. Very nice. And I'd know exactly what that meant. How long is the ride? Oh, very good. That's what it meant. Wie lang ist die Fahrt? That's super. How long is the fart? 20, 30 seconds.
How long are you going to be farting for? I don't know.
Someone farted in the
Think
cab.
about it.
Couple of hours.
I had some broccoli.
Broccoli's always bad.
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
Broccoli. Pulses of any kind. Broad beans. Baked beans. Borracha beans.
We don't eat baked beans as much as y'all do.
Oh,
We do like baked beans. Leah has this horrible thing that she thinks beans on toast is a terrible idea.
Beans in general, like baked beans in general. I don't care what they're on. They're all fucking gross.
I love beans on toast.
I thought you said there was llamas around here. What the hell was that?
It's an ass.
That's that fart.
Does it come with the fart?
I can make an alpaca noise. There's your alpaca.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Like
right?
a tiny elephant.
I can also do a donkey. There it goes. In the background. Like a new vendors crying in the market. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of terrible thing, when I was in Amsterdam,
Yes.
this was the name of a place we saw. Is it this camera?
No, you're on me right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold it up.
Gotta go down a little bit to the... Yeah, there you go.
What does that say? I have no idea what it says. We're on time delay.
Cafe Slutteroo.
Cafe Slutteroo. That's nice. Did you go in there? That does actually say Slutteroo.
Yep.
What does it mean?
No idea.
Okay, I'm sure it means something wonderful like rosemary or
It's even better because it's in Amsterdam.
Cafe Slutteroo. Beware of the whale llama.
Oh, God. Don't
What
start
the
that.
hell is going on in the background? Somebody's buggering a llama in the
Like,
streets
we are
of
asking the
Puno.
exact same thing. But do not start We're a Llama. Don't do
Just
that.
saying, this is the City of Puno soundboard, specifically for the City of Puno.
Yeah, but I want a llama. They can't be llamas. Because I want one.
Maybe it's a fat llama.
They have to be regular llamas.
Fat llama?
No. Regular llamas, because I need one in my life. Getting a llama. Are we staying here?
You are staying here overnight. So there are markets here and stores where you might buy supplies.
Is there?
Yes.
Are there llama vendors?
You could buy on.
I'm-
It says you can buy pack mules, so you can definitely buy a pack llama.
Well, I'm getting a pack llama.
I want to go to the bookstore.
Okay. There are books here.
Are there any books around the Karazara? Or kind of...
Karasiri.
Yeah.
Not that you can see, but then your ability to speak this language is severely curtailed. But Diego could help you.
Okay. Can I ask?
You find a book on folklore, but it's not particularly about the vampires. It's just about Peruvian folklore in general.
I'll still take it. I'd like to buy it.
It's nice.
We should ask around about the cassowary.
We should. I think the best place to do that is at the bar.
Cassowary.
Yeah.
They're not called the cassowary.
Well, I'll try not to say fat pyre for the 20,000th time, but
cassowary.
about the fat pyre, we should ask.
Those looking might want to be interested in the fact that Lake Titicaca is the largest lake in South America. It is over 100 miles long and up to 50 miles wide at its broadest point, and lies adjacent to Puno. It straddles the border of Peru and Bolivia, and at over 12,000 feet above sea level, it is considered the highest navigatable lake in the world.
That is cool.
The waters of the lake are brackish due to evaporation, and it is home to large fish populations and thick growths of reeds.
I don't think it's good.
The area of the lake nearest Puno holds dozens of floating islands. These man-made structures are platforms of reeds and mud, large enough to hold several reed huts. These house small settlements of the Uru people who fish the waters.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's brackish because of whatever's in it.
Evaporation.
Can
Evaporation.
we talk with the Uru people?
You can.
It's brackish because of the shit.
You can. Elias is wandering around a little. He nudges you and says, "We should go and explore."
Explore the Uru people? That's kind of
As soon as you showed an interest, yes, perhaps you should go and.
Okay, but yeah, no, I'm down.
Wait, did he just grab her and none of the rest of us?
She just heard her talking about the Urus. After she went and looked in the bookstore. I'm assuming you're all around the market having a look at things, but specifically for that. Would you like to bring the others?
Does Jackson speak Spanish?
I'd let you guys in. Hey, I want to go talk to the Uru people around here.
Jackson Alliance.
Sid, you're like this lanky 19-year-old girl. I want to
He
be careful
does
about some
speak
dude with you not being like, hey,
That's alright.
Hey,
go
just
go
so-
see something?
Just so
Pretty
y'all,
cool.
just so y'all are aware, Jackson also speaks Spanish.
In fact, he has a rather large list of languages.
Ooh, nice.
He speaks Cantonese, English, French, Hindustani, Portuguese, and Spanish.
Good to know.
I speak financial stats.
Financial statistics.
That is my language. The American dollar, the universal language.
True.
So you're going off with...
I invited you guys to come along with us.
Oh, okay. Let's go then.
Right. Okay. You're heading out to the Uru people.
Did I get my llama yet? I want my llama. Like, could I buy a llama while we were in the market? That way I can ride my llama?
You're not riding a llama.
Can we...
Did you ride a llama naked with a knife stuck in her teeth?
Here we go.
Can we attach some Browning automatic rifles
I am a
to
much
a
more
llama?
sophisticated person in this adventure, okay?
Yeah, you
it wouldn't
seem
be
much
naked.
more sophisticated, just swinging your money bags around.
Yeah. You know, actually having conversations rather than just stabbing things.
The dilettante has been murdered
Not that I'm
and
against
robbed.
stabbing things. That was a yes, right?
You can buy a llama.
I want a llama that I can ride. They can teach you.
Can you ride llamas?
Yes! Maybe it's alpacas.
Alpacas are smaller than llamas.
It's the bigger one. The bigger one you can ride.
Really? Sure.
That's what happened when you tried to ride the llama.
Okay, Jackson says he's been here before, and that he has a contact that might know things about the area.
Haha, is that so?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're riding side saddle to look like a fancy lady. Oh my god. Nothing about being inconspicuous, is there? Llamas. Belt-mounted llama.
How much do you weigh?
That's not very polite.
That's a question to ask a lady.
I'm just
That was not a very kind question there, young sir.
a llama can only carry like
What's the max amount?
A llama can only carry 1/4 of their body weight.
How much
is
do
a
they
llama?
Way.
That's what.
Okay, well.
7 tons.
I'm not a very big person. I'm actually rather tiny. Again, oddly.
Ride a llama. So Jackson suggests that he knows a lady called Naira, who he spoke to previously.
At most, a llama weighs. It's saying a llama weighs between like 300
I'm
and
fine.
440
I'm
pounds.
I'm fine. We're alright.
So
Just buy Ted the Fat Llama and you're good for 110 pounds.
I want the fat one. The fat one that's been trained for, like, you know, small people riding.
It'll also
Okay.
attract vampires.
Well, they'll go for you, but then be like,
That llama!
in general, only children can safely ride a llama.
that's what I figured, yeah.
Yeah, in general, only children can safely ride a llama.
I'm very tiny. I'm
Without
old.
breaking its spine.
My size is 40. I'm actually pretty. I'm not exactly very
quite
small.
small, but not. You're only a little bit lower than average.
If she's a small
childlike.
lady, she could definitely just be like 100 pounds.
You're not child-sized.
Maybe about 100 pounds.
That's...
You can own a llama. That's about the best you get.
We're trying to
break its back.
You can get a mule.
You can totally get a pack mule.
What? No. I want to ride a llama. It's a very
Okay,
simple.
you ride it a short way, realize it's a bad idea, and get off it. Okay, Elias.
Was I doing this when I'm trying?
You were.
Yes.
Elias has a contact here called Naira. What? Oh Jesus!
What?
How much does a combat trained war llama cost?
Goddamn chat.
Does it come with armor plating?
You can plate your llama later. So Elias has suggested that you go and speak with someone called Naira,
Okay.
who he met the last time he was here in Puno before he hooked up with the expedition. He's been asking around the markets while you've been buying llamas and books, and has found out that she's in hiding on one of the floating islands.
Okay.
It is about 2 miles from Puno.
Good thing I have a llama.
He suggests that we rent shall we rent a reed boat and paddle out?
Is Larkin coming with us as well?
I think he's probably best left behind here.
Should we leave someone with him to...
We could leave the doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
he's the best qualified to look after him, should he have some kind of episode anyway.
Give the doctor a gun.
Vampires.
I mean, I don't know if the doctor will take a gun. Most doctors won't, because they're sworn to, upholding life. But I will ask him if he'll take a gun.
I feel like if he was being attacked.
Some doctors have weird mentalities. Okay, so can I ask the doctor if he would like to keep a gun? If he's gonna stay behind.
The doctor will be like, why would I need one? You
Yeah,
think
strange.
it's dangerous here?
I mean, there's danger everywhere.
Do you have a spare?
I do.
In that case, I will take one.
Okay, I will give you my.
Have we informed him about what happened to
No,
Trinidad
nobody's
Rizzo?
mentioned. Well, there was some mention of some accident at the museum, but nobody's fully informed the doctor. But you have been on the thing for 4 days, so you could probably have had a chat with him.
Yeah.
I will give you one of my Colt 45 pistols.
Thank you very much.
I have 2.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate it.
I give him 2 zigzags. Because that's all he needs.
Huh? Okay, you head for the docks.
Zigzags. Maybe that's all we need.
You head for the docks. Elias is talking to a gentleman and haggling out getting you a boat made of reeds, with which you're going to paddle 2 miles across Lake Titicaca.
You should buy us a better boat.
There
Food
are
shit.
really aren't any. Everyone can make me a spot hidden check.
Ooh. That's exciting. No.
No.
I actually rolled higher than my base number, which is pretty impressive.
It's nice. Okay, very good.
Fuck.
You board your reed boat and you start paddling off towards one of the floating islands.
Well, we're dead.
I think so.
Wait, did Elias roll a spot hidden?
Doesn't really have to, but yes. You rolled a 93.
What about
Javier.
Diego? Did
Is he
Diego
with you?
Of course he is.
Nope, he rolled an 82.
Jesus Christ.
What
we
about-
suck.
Apparently no one is meant to see this thing he rolls by him.
Great. Well, only one way to find out. Let's do this.
You paddle your boat. Elias seems to know roughly where he's heading and heads that way. You approach an island with a number of huts on it, floating in the middle of Lake Titicaca. There are...
Boobin' shit.
Right. There are fishermen around the outside fishing directly off of
That does not sound like a fishing boat.
Goddamn fishermen always honking their horns.
Hang on. There you go. Not better?
That sounds a bit better.
Not better?
Yeah.
Not better? Less donkeys, more water sounds. They're fishing off the side of the floating island. As you approach, several of the fishermen get up and start shouting, and others come looking. An older lady comes, and she starts talking to them and calming them down.
Oh my god, it's that grandma.
Elias waves, and she waves back at him.
Cool.
What are they so
What's
upset
her name
about?
again? I'm sorry.
What?
What's Elias's contact name again?
Nayra. Nayra.
Why are they shouting?
Because, who knows? They seem to be calm now, and they let you land.
No, like I asked, like...
Oh, she's believed to be in hiding. I asked around, she wasn't where. She's gone into hiding recently after speaking to me. And now she is here. So I guess they're just trying to protect her from the people who are coming, because we're not from around these parts.
Maybe you're not. I was actually born here! There's me ripping off a mask.
So, you land on the island. Nayra, it's a terrible name. Nayra is an old lady. Have her stats for you?
We're writing Nayra up on the board there.
Oh, she
sounds like a prominent figure.
I think she's in my summary of people in this area.
How do you spell N-E-R-A?
Nayra. She is an old lady in her 70s, stooped and wrinkled with thick white hair and bright, lively eyes.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Nayra.
No, her description?
Wrinkled old lady, stooped, thick white hair, bright, lively eyes. You land on the island and Elias greets her warmly. Elias introduces you all in Spanish, and she comes and she shakes your hands and hugs you all, and she invites you into one of the huts.
Okay, we go into the hut.
So either Elias or Diego can translate for you, as you discussed with her. Greetings, welcome. I'm sorry I cannot be more of a gracious hostess, but I am in hiding.
Who are you hiding from?
The Carasiri, of course. Since speaking to Elias last, they have been hunting me down.
The fat pyres.
The Carasiri?
Fat vampires. Fat pyres.
Yes, the fat vampires.
Okay. Yes, we believe that some people we've known have already been attacked by them.
Correction, we do not all believe that.
I believe it. She believes it.
We believe some people that are...
They are real.
Not very nice people.
They are a part of life here in the mountains.
Of course they are.
Where are they headquartered? Where are they staying?
Where are the headquarters? Here's my business card. Where are the headquarters? I know only stories of this place. There are tales of their origins and tales of what they are and folklore of general in the area.
Can you tell us some of those?
I can tell you tales, yes. It would be let me cook for you first. I've been cooking.
Perfect!
She passes out food and...
Banana pudding, please.
Banana pudding.
See, now,
there's one over there.
Just to quickly draw a distinction...
Hey, Hall, there's banana pudding over there.
Oh my god, I know, right?
But
what's next? Just to quickly draw a distinction between my character right now and my character in the previous game.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm actually going to be really excited about sitting down with his grandmother, this little old lady, and eating her home-cooked food. Right?
I'm like just trusting her because she's old and making you something.
Oh, I see.
Thank
That's
you.
good. It makes a distinction between the two characters.
right? Because
are we sure she's not a vampire?
I mean, she might be, but she makes good food.
Chat, you're not helpful. I like that. It's a good job the doctor's not been played by Chat because they've shot the grandmother on sight. So, while you eat, let me tell you a tale of a pyramid. Elias was looking for one, and I remembered a story long, long ago about an ancient god that fell from the sky and landed near the lake Titicaca. It crawled out and brought hunger with it, devouring all it touched.
The god shot out the lake.
The trickster god Ekiko told the evil god where the most nutritious food could be found underground, showing it tubers and grubs. Ekiko convinced the god from the sky, tempted by the food, to crawl into an old armadillo burrow. He then placed stones over the burrow, trapping the god below. Ekiko told the people that this was now a sacred site, and had them build a temple over it, binding it in place with spells worked in gold. The god from the sky still lives underneath the temple to this day, and those who know of it are wise to avoid its tomb. Very few people from Puno go near the pyramid. It is largely a forgotten place, but I know where it is. Erin's like shit, but there's a story.
That's pretty good. So, the pyramid we're going to potentially has the source of vampires.
Right? I bet you guys are terrified.
How does one become a vampire?
I could tell you of the Karasiri, a
The
little.
mask.
Of what I know.
Oh, yeah.
The word Karasiri is a term for carving something up with a knife. They are common throughout Peru and Bolivia, although their names and descriptions change from region to region. They are typically tall, white men wearing wide-brimmed hats. He carries a
Do they have beards?
He carries a long knife, and he uses to butcher people and steal their body fat. Or he may drug them and extract their fat using magic or strange tools, leaving them to die slow, lingering deaths.
Do these people have beards?
I have heard... What?
Men with beards and hats.
They could have... Yes, very good. That's good. I've heard tell that some Karisi suck the fat out with their mouth like some kind of human leech.
We've seen some of that. But we've seen also a wound in the chest.
Like a leech-sucking wound?
No, like a giant hole, as if something had been, like a tool that might have been used.
Yes, there was definitely some people doing things trying to mimic this type of behavior.
Or actually doing.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when someone decides to believe the inevitable.
Yes, the inevitable.
Do you know anything about masks and why masks might be involved? We found a gold mask associated with this.
Masks are very common, and they're common in the history of this land. Very common in ritual.
Rituals for what? What are they used for?
Everything from bringing in the harvest to human sacrifice.
Should we show her the mask?
Oh yeah.
Let us say, it's common that the origins of the Karasiri are potentially linked back to locals accusing conquistadors of stealing fat to treat wounds and grease their weapons.
Why would they need fat to grease their weapons? What kind
to
of...
stop them from rusting. It is very humid here.
Well,
right, that is the only application that they talk about for using.
No, but it is an explanation.
Professor Sanchez
Think about
told
this.
us about Gaspar Figueroa, the conquistador who discovered the pyramid.
Uh-huh. And, there's also, tales told of Karasiri priests using stolen fat to make holy oil for offerings for their gods. It's just...
Sounds like fucked up people doing fucked up shit.
generally in all the stories,
I think it's pretty
Carceria,
simple.
white men, often of Spanish origin.
Goddamn Spaniards. Have you ever seen a mask like this?
I told Elias about Luis de Mendoza that he was believed to be a follower of the Caraceri or a Caraceri himself. I suspect that is, well, since then I have gone into hiding. I thought hiding with the Uru would be the best place, as it's difficult to approach their
Right,
islands
so
without being seen.
Mendoza's one of these, part of this group.
Maybe. I mean, he is recognized by many of the people as someone you do not cross, otherwise he will do terrible things.
Right, okay, so he's definitely part of this group.
I have to say that I am a little concerned that some of the people I've seen following me are not white men. They are other people, more common to this area. It makes me wonder whether the Caraceri are spreading their influence.
Are you familiar with Doctor Sanchez at the museum?
No, I've never heard of him, I do not think. People pass through here from time to time, but I am an old woman. Why would anyone speak with me? I can tell you tales of other things in the area if you wish.
I show her the mask and ask if she's ever seen a mask similar to this.
It is common to this kind of style of the area.
Okay.
It is not anything I would necessarily think would be nothing. Typically, it could have come from the temple.
So, an acquaintance of ours was found with a weird substance around his mouth, claiming that someone had kissed him.
There is rumor that is how Caraceri propagate themselves. Some substance is regurgitated or somehow passed into a victim in order to cause them to become a Caraceri.
What kind of substance would that be?
I do not know. They feed on fat, so some kind of fat, maybe. Maybe it carries something inside itself that it passes across. I do not know.
Maybe like some sort of like moving parasite could be passed into their stomach?
I do not know. Their mouths
I don't know why you're looking at me.
leeches, so
You
maybe.
saw something moving in Sanchez's abdomen,
She
right?
knows exactly what
There
it
was
is.
definitely something there. There was. Again, whether this is a supernatural occurrence simply because you have no other explanation is yet to be seen.
Just putting that
Having
out there.
no other explanation is not a good reason to believe in the supernatural.
What you come up with one, let me know.
Right? Sounds to me like it's a bunch of, like definitely an organized group that are trying to follow some strange, weird customs. Probably part of the occult.
How do you kill a fat pyre?
Caraceri, there are various rumors in the stories, but most just involve they can be killed like a man. They just heal a lot faster.
Good thing we didn't have to go get any special steaks or holy water.
That is good.
I know. It's also good I have plenty of weapons.
Nobody expects the Fat Vampire Inquisition, apparently.
Goddamn Spaniards.
Good work there, Chad.
So what else? What other...
I can tell you tales of this area, but I do not think it will interest you so much. We may pass the evening if you wish that way.
Is there anything else we should be worried about in this area?
Other than vampires that suck the fat from you and murder you in the night, maybe. There are stories of all kinds of monsters around the lake.
Is there anything that they say about how to avoid them, things they don't like, or how to kill them?
Not really. They are insistent, shall we say.
Okay.
Do y'all
Go,
have
go, Rider.
those little
Yeah, I've
fish
been
that
asking other
swim up
places
your
and
pee
I'm
hole?
I don't think so. I don't have a pee hole to swim up of, not like you anyway. I think mine would be fine. It's old.
What about men? Like, do they...
Men swim up your pee hole?
I missed that question. What the fuck was that about?
The little fish things that swim up your pee hole.
Are you worried about being raped?
By a tiny fish.
By a tiny fish?
I don't.
Your dick.
You've never heard about like the fish that swim?
I don't have a dick, so no. It's never been something I've been concerned about.
You do have a pee hole.
Do we?
I expect you do. Or at least unless you're an android or some kind of clone.
Might be.
Maybe.
Might be happening.
He's now googling. Yeah, he's now googling the words pee hole fish.
Yep.
Because we're telling stories about terrible things, and that's about as terrible as things get.
That question almost made me choke.
What?
I agree.
Because obviously we were talking to the nice old lady in the hut on the lake.
What about a thing that crawls up your pee hole?
Typical.
They do live in Peru.
It's a typical American question.
Yeah,
oh God.
The candiru, also known as the cañero toothpick fish or vampire fish, is a species of parasitic freshwater catfish native to the Amazon basin.
There's a whole catfish gonna fit up my dick.
Yeah, I'm like, a catfish?
It's very small.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm waiting for the word pee hole.
I'm pretty sure Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, come on, don't disappoint. By the end of the night, pee hole will be in that terminology.
Pee hole, like fat pyre.
Yes. Nick will be in there.
So,
gonna edit this through the pee hole.
The evening progresses with storytelling from various people, but mostly from Naira. And AJ tells a story about a fish that swims up your pee hole.
Cool.
She tells a story of...
Wait, hold on. Y'all have seriously never heard of those? Like, supposedly, if you, like, pee in the water, they swim up the...
This is really, really disturbing you, isn't it?
Cool.
I don't want it.
What does Naira say?
Naira says...
Are you saying it's swimming against the stream?
She tells you stories of the god Virachoa, also known as Kontiki, who rose from the waters carrying humans with him. And when Virachoa had orchestrated the heavens by positioning the sun, the moon and the stars, he commanded the humans to spread across the world. She tells stories of the people of the region when they saw the lake itself as a goddess called Mama Kota, or Mother Water, and erected an idol to her honor. This idol is known as Copa Kohano, and is fashioned from blue-green stone and took the form of a fish with the head of a woman.
Like a turquoise then?
Yeah. When the Spaniards conquered the area, they saw this worship as pagan, but worship of the gods, who fed the people with her bounty of fish, was so deep-rooted that all they could do was replace her idol with a statue of the Virgin Mary. She is still venerated to this day. She tells stories of wanderers, that wanderers should be wary of remains that may find in caves and on mountainsides, as these could be sleeping machacuna, creatures made from bones. By day they work the fields and fertilize the crops. Some believe this is a penance for the sins the machacuna committed in life, as though their efforts and labors they may regrow their flesh anew. Not necessarily dangerous, they may seek out humans willing to give them food. The main risk they pose is the wind that follows them, which is reputed to bring disease and bad luck.
Disease!
There's also creatures like the machacuna that offer a more direct threat. The Sukwa seek out only humans not to repent their sins, but to kill and eat them. Naira muses that the Sukwa may somehow be related to the Karasiri. She tells you stories all night about various things that go on in the region.
Is there anything about maybe the Mother of Water, the greenstone lady? If I'm just wondering if there's anything like there's like a natural enemy of the Karasira or something like.
I know not, I'm afraid. I have never fought a Karasiri. I know they exist. People say they exist. There are bodies found in the wilderness. But other than that, there is nothing else.
So your plan is just to hide, keep hidden away from them?
What else would you do? I am an old woman.
set a trap, Arya style. Get some dragon glass. Use it up to the staff.
I mean, to be fair, it
Oh, you're
sounds like an
cold.
old man.
Of course you can have a blanket. Nick's cold, well.
Oh.
You could maybe turn off the fan or turn off the AC.
I mean, if no one else is, if it's just me, I don't. I'm also sucking down cold water, so.
That's probably true. So the night passes, you sit on the outside of the huts on the floating island, maybe you fish with the fishermen. Remember your spot hidden check again. As the night draws to a close.
Nope.
Do the fisherman spot anything? I need to roll for every single fisherman.
They do not.
God damn it.
And if we
Isn't
roll,
spot hidden supposed to be like one of your things?
Yeah, I'm rolling a 66 out of 75. Yeah.
66 out. You
That's
roll.
good. You
That's good.
made
You're
it.
below the score.
You made it.
You're below. Your score is 75.
Yeah, I thought I had to be below the half.
No, you have to be below the normal score. Below the half just makes it a hard success.
Oh. Yes.
You still have a sticky though.
It's okay. The last one was like
You
80
still have a
something.
stiff success.
The last one missed
Hard
anyway.
success.
Yeah, the last one was anyways. So.
Off in the distance, you make out the vague shape against the lights of Puno of a reed raft just kind of bobbing on the water. With
Weed raft.
With a couple
All
of...
them reed rafts around here.
No,
with
a
a-
weed raft.
Weed raft. Reed raft.
Don't tell AJ about it.
What?
AJ, there's some weed out there. What?
With a couple of figures on it who are staring intently at the island you're floating on.
Interesting.
I mean, should I shoot it?
Definitely. Definitely.
Brought my Tommy gun with me. What about that's why I brought it.
Fuck your reed raft!
Just shoot some wording rounds.
Are they heading
first.
toward us?
Hmm?
No, they're like
Heading
They're
toward
just
us?
kind of floating. It seems like they've put themselves at just kind of the edge of the light from the island
Tommy gun don't
to
care.
kind of watch what's going on. So from her perspective, they're basically watching the island from just kind of outside of the ring of light.
Okay. This is what they call active remote sensing.
Boom!
You are able to shoot your own signal and your own energy source out.
That's funny. So, tell me about what you're doing. You doing anything? You telling
mean,
anyone?
the-
The only person that seems to have noticed.
Yeah, okay, so, I mean, who's around me? Are we all out there?
Yeah, you're kind of
I mean,
hanging
so
out.
I'm like pointing, like, hey, there's a reed raft.
Well,
How are you doing that?
I've slowly kicked it forward.
Slowly kicked it forward.
Should I get my gun? I mean, I have a gun, but I can get my bigger gun.
let the locals know since they're here protecting.
I'm sorry, who you were telling to do that?
I'm saying we should let the locals know.
I agree. Javier!
We kind of pull some of them aside
Uh-huh.
and and talk to Nyara
Mm-hmm.
or Naira
Mm-hmm.
about like, hey, there's some people out there. Are you expecting anyone, or should we be worried about
Oh, there's no one should be around here at this time. It is not really safe to go boating in the night with no light. Most boats would have a light.
I can shoot it.
Maybe we should take some rafts out and see what it is.
I can shoot it then.
this? Yeah,
It's beautiful.
that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to go? We're approaching 5 o'clock?
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Do they have
We
weapons?
get 15 minutes.
You can't. Who do? Who?
The
They have knives and things. Spears for fish, that kind of thing. And nets. They have things they could use as weaponry. But they could
It's only a
lend,
fishing village. I'm
they
sure
could
there are
lend you
no boats
rafts
around.
and send you out. But they
I'd
can go with
assume
you.
some of them would come.
They will. They can come and like row your raft while you.
Wait, let's. Is this a good place to stop?
This would be a good place to stop before
Okay.
you step off the island and go figure out what this thing is.
Okay. I mean, I can just shoot it.
Not from here. Well, you can, but it would be negatives to shoot it in the dark.
Shoot
You
it!
don't even know what it is.
Flamethrower!
I like that. Fuck your reed raft!
We didn't even know what was out there, but we
Now,
killed it.
does my score for
Killed it dead.
throw count towards flame throwing?
That's fine. If you happen to be throwing flames, maybe.
Oh, man.
Funny. Okay, we shall call it here before you get involved in this. Time for the romantic moonlit boat ride. I'm sure nothing terrible will happen. It's a great place to stop on that exact note there. That is superbly good. So we're going to call it here before they go off and find out what is on that boat. How many deep ones can be in Lake Titicaca?
Woohoo! Boobs and shit.
It's so terrible.
Alright.
Thank you all. See you next time.
Yay!
Ta-ra. Maybe they'll get through the prologue next week.
Oh, loading.
Oh, did you just stop the stream?
I moved the mouse and it just starts spinning and I can't cook anything.
Yeah, we might be having some problems with the stream at this point. Can you do it?
Nope. We're
just streaming forever.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
Streaming forever.
Well, the last thing you
go.
clicked did it after a while, so if we just sit here and bullshit for 5 minutes, you click the button.
Mm-hmm.
The last button took like 10 minutes for you to do, right? What do you think's on the boat?
Your mom.
Boobs and
My
shit.
mom is on the boat.
I mean it's on boobs
I guess my
and
mom
shit.
could be on the boat.
No. About your mom.
She's been on boats before.
Shit on boobs.
That's just horrifying.
No, that's why it's on a boat. A
that's
wee
some
boat.
of that, like, German shit going on right there.
Wee boat.
I thought it's the car Siri trying to kill Nyarlathotep.
Oh. Ooh. There's some forethought, perhaps.
I think it's the globalists.
The globalists. That's...
Some flat earthers out there trying to show that there's an end to the world.
This is the stream that will never end.
This is.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. We'll be back.
Some people.
Apparently this stream will never end. Is it really just spinning?
And they'll continue singing it forever just because.
It is basically just spinning, isn't it?
Oh.
It's amazing.
On and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever, just because this is a song that never ends.
Just gonna add some donkey noises to singing. I do like the soundboard for this. Literally have everything. Oh, I actually have
Really
an actual one just for Naya, not Naira. I have a
Really?
soundboard specifically for her.
Really? You didn't use that earlier?
I think it's just basically another version of the Lake Titicaca one.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Thinking that might be the only option at this point. I mean, normally people have problems getting a stream going. We're having a problem getting it stopped. That's pretty terrible. Alright, I'm coming over.
And they'll continue singing it forever, just because you're supposed to get faster as you sing it.
Is that right?
Yeah! That's why it's a song that never ends.
I think you're right. Stop streaming literally will not work.
Told you.
That's amazingly good.
Thank you.
Bum, 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 bum.
Like literally, we're just spinning on the whole stream.
Yeah, we don't want to lose the recording either.
It shouldn't. It should already be recorded up on Twitch. Okay. All right, I'm gonna force quit OBS. Here we go. Bye, y'all.